So, you guys are winding down after everything that went down for the day. You're all understandably tired, run ragged, and trying to relax. So what are you all doing with the little bit of free time you get before evening?
So much writing.
Yeah, I don't think Jubilee has much free time right at the moment.
Don't worry, Jubilee. You're almost 10% of the way done.
Oh my god. Big anime tears.
Yeah, pretty much. Isn't there an easier way to sign all these?
Presumably, if you knew Mage Hand, you would be able to sign twice as quickly.
And you're telling me you signed all these too?
Not only did I sign them, I wrote them.
Oh, you are so evil.
I wrote them, Lady Adelsade read them, and then I signed them.
Look, Stadel, did you really read them all?
Yes.
I don't have a good comeback for this.
I would be surprised if you did.
So, while I'm signing all these, is there any what's going to be my first duty as your new retainer then?
Take in oxygen and produce carbon dioxide.
Any specific way you want me to do that?
No.
Is there anything else, milady?
Do not call me my lady.
As you wish, your highness.
Do not call me that either.
Alright, mistress.
Just call me Adelsade. It feels odd being called anything else by you at this point.
Oh, I'm gonna abuse the heck out of that. Looks to Hubert.
Hubert's just watching.
I'll get you to crack a smile at one of these.
We'll see. But keep in mind, the more you get distracted trying to make me smile, the longer this will take.
At this rate, I won't even be able to go to bed at this rate.
Oh, you can go to sleep anytime you want to. Just know that this will be waiting for you in the morning.
Yeah, no, I'd rather get this done. I may be a little off, but I do try to see things through. Still, it makes me wonder how my mom will take what she would think if she saw this.
I do not know.
Pray we never have to meet her.
Why is that?
Let's just say maybe I'll say something pretty drastic if we do.
Really now?
I mean, you know who she is.
I'm somewhat aware.
Yeah.
We know vaguely who she is. Until we meet her, we do not know who she is.
Well, you've heard the stories of why I have issues with her, but just the fact that I could rub this in her face would be really tempting to do.
Why is that?
I mean, I went from being the daughter of a mafia leader to the retainer for actual royalty. That's a pretty big step up.
If you say so.
Adel, I think Hubert just insulted you.
Perhaps.
I'm merely stating that the position of retainer might be on the same level as being part of the mafia. Everything is below royalty, after all.
Be careful with that. You might not want to take that out of context with the lady. I think I've made it 15% now.
You're making good progress.
And you haven't even tried to take a shortcut yet. It's rather impressive.
Well, it's mostly because I can't think of one that would actually work.
I can think of several.
Like what? Just poking my finger and pressing it against the paper?
Well, let's see. You could have asked me to cast haste on you. You could have asked Lady Adelsade if you had to sign everything. You could have convinced me to make it to where you didn't have to sign everything 3 times.
Turns to Adel, do I really have to sign everything?
Adel just shrugs. Don't ask me.
But
Now
it's your
my lady.
order.
Now, my lady, she is your retainer. She answers to you.
Fair enough. I didn't order you to sign anything.
This is a long pause. And then face going into hands. Why am I such a bottom for you two?
Please do not refer to it that way. And it is just because Hubert enjoys messing with people.
To be fair, I think she should sign all of the papers.
Well, unless Our Lady requests it, I shan't.
Reminder, she told you to call her Adel Sade.
Oh, yes. Unless Adel Sade requests it, then I shall not. Oh, by the way, would Lady Adel still be acceptable if I had to be more formal in certain situations?
Don't refer
Actual serious
to me
question.
in the third person, please. But yes.
No, I'm asking for formal situations. All right, Adel Sade. Sorry, I was just asking if it called for it, if it would be acceptable. That's all.
I'm not asking you to change yourself. I chose you to be my retainer because of who you are and how you act. If you're going to change yourself on my accounts, that kind of makes my decision useless.
I suppose you're right. So it's nice to see you don't just surround yourself with yes people. Looks to Hubert.
Hubert will look back at you.
I guess I can appreciate the fact that I'm more of a pushback situation for you.
Hubert is a yes man in name only. The amount of times he has said things showing he disagrees with my actions, well, I cannot count.
True. So, other than breathing, is there anything else, any other order that I should adhere to
No.
for the night?
No orders from me.
All right.
Well, it'll all stretch. I'm going to get some rest. It's been a very, very long day.
Yeah, no, I guess to give you some space, I'll find myself my own accommodations then.
Very well. And Ada will head along and head to bed because she is tired.
Hubert will follow.
Have a good night, Hubert.
Good night, Jubilee. Rest well.
Oh boy. Looks at all the papers. Should at least hold on to these. Puts them in a pack.
Okay.
She'll head off to a room herself.
Have you paid for a room? Because you will need to pay for a room. If you're going,
Knox. I is
Hubert.
poor, unfortunately.
Hubert will open the door. Hello, Jubilee.
I've realized I'm probably too poor for a room right now.
Hubert will then look to Adelsarte.
Ada will look back.
She does not believe she is capable of purchasing a room tonight.
I miscalculated on that one.
Well, if she wants to stand here, feel free.
Hubert will step aside and let you in, and motion you to enter.
Jubilee is still attempting to give Ailsarde space, mostly not because the retainer thing, but mostly still apologetic about what happened last time. Sorry, Edel. I was trying to give you space because of what happened before today started, but I'll just stay over here for the night.
Very well.
Thankfully, that's what a bedroll's for. She'll just make herself comfortable in this corner.
Alright.
Just for tonight, and drift off to sleep.
And what about the rest of you?
Meanwhile,
Is
George
anyone
is
else?
kind of in thought at the moment, and Otto's just once again just checking all the stuff in his bag, making sure he has everything.
Okay.
Thorgrim is currently having a celebratory drink, and Elvie, rather ironically, due to the conversation earlier between Jubilee, Adel, and Hubert, is doing some calculations and studying, I guess, using one hand to write something, and a mage hand to write something else.
Okay.
Furiously scribbling.
Elvie right now.
Scribble, 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 scribble. No, that's her at all times.
Alrighty. So, if you guys aren't doing anything noteworthy, please move tokens into rooms.
Bop. Who and bop.
Alright. Tauntaun isn't actually here because Scorp's not here. So, you go there. Let's see. Swiven. Pinky. Ophi's not here. Because he's on a
Ophi usually
date.
tries to stay with those two, though. But the
Yes.
date, yeah.
But he's on a date. I was not told what he would be doing after the date. Otto, are you going to be staying at a table?
Probably. He still kind of doesn't know what to do right now.
Okay, so as you do that, you'll hear footsteps as Sinclair will walk up with a hand on her hip and raise an eyebrow to you.
Hello.
Greetings.
Something I can help you with?
You should go to bed.
Oh, I was.
In chair.
Yeah, I don't have a room here, so.
You pay for room.
Oh. I figured everyone already had their own room, so I didn't want to pay for one and then not be able to have to.
There are plenty. Come, she says, motioning you to follow her to the barkeep to help lead you through the process of purchasing a room for the night. It'll cost you a gold.
Oh, okay. I'll hand over the gold then.
Okay, he'll hand you a room key.
Oh, thank you.
Sinclair will nod to you before she heads on her way to a room.
I'll fall behind, trying to figure out where his room key goes. What room his room key goes to.
It has a number on it, and as you pass by the doors, you will see numbers on each of the rooms. Essentially, just pick a room and you get that room. There's only 2 vacant rooms, so it's pretty easy to tell which one, or 3 vacant rooms, so it's pretty easy to tell which one your key goes to. But you do have to pick the room so that I know where to put the NPCs.
Yeah.
Right. Panther gets to go here, and Sinclair gets to have a nice big room to herself. Alright. Let's see if anything eventful happens through the night.
You have a random table for an inn?
Any good
I have-
DM does.
I have a random table for things that can happen in your sleep, thank you.
That's fucking cool.
Also creepy.
Yeah. Cool in a, oh god, make it stop kind of way.
Like, for example, I don't know if you all remember this, but there was an inn that you all stayed in that had a dream wraith that ate your nightmares.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, remember that one.
It specifically consumed your nightmares so that you would have pleasant dreams.
Yeah, it was briefly horrifying, but then, oh.
It liked the taste of nightmares. Alright, so we are going to get some fun things happening this evening.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Firstly, Elvie,
Yes.
as you sleep or meditate or trance or whatever it is you elves do,
She is currently
Elven
trancing.
things.
She is in her trance.
you're not sure how, but you're fairly certain it's a dream comes to you, and you intuitively know the location that this dream is trying to share with you. You're not sure how you understand, but you feel a pull towards something. You're not sure what it is, but as your dream comes to an end, you hear a very faint voice go, "Find me," before your dream ends. And your dream. Why is this X here? I don't think
that's where we came across a bunch of bees.
Oh yeah.
We were like, we'll go back there later, and never did.
We'll go back there never. And Elvie, as for you, let's
Here?
see. Yes.
Okay.
Alright. So that's where your dream has told you to go.
Alright, and we are where?
You are way over on the left-hand side of the map.
Oh,
Over on Haven.
great. Oh yeah, where the Adel token is. Got it.
Alright. So that's notable event numero uno.
Thank you.
Then, notable event numero uno.
Oh, shit.
What?
I pressed a button and copy pasted stuff.
Alright.
Need-
Adel Sarde.
Oh, joy of joys. Another traumatic event, I'm guessing.
Possibly. As you sit in your trance, you suddenly become aware of another presence within your room.
Adel is going to open one eye and look over.
Sitting on the table, currently looking at her nails, you see a visage of your mother, Himastraza, seeming to be waiting for you to come out of your trance.
Uh-oh.
Well, shit.
Adel is going to sit up. What are you doing here?
Ah, my dearest daughter, I've heard some news about you.
Which is...
It seems that you have recruited yourself a new retainer.
How do you know that?
My dear Adelsate, did you think that a mother would not keep track of her daughters?
Okay. Yes, I decided to assign someone the rank of a retainer.
Yes. I presume it's this one, she says, motioning her fingers at Jubilee.
Yes.
I see. And what has she done to earn the right to be a retainer, exactly?
Well, I'm guessing you have a strict time limit, otherwise I'd go over all of that. But
Please, I can make time for you.
well, to summarize, she's been with me every step of the way, being a different viewpoint whenever I need to make decisions. And her viewpoints, despite being different and At times, I don't understand it. It has proven to be correct. And she has helped me in other ways as well. Being there for me when others were not able to be.
I see.
Finally, she's reliable.
Does that mean he's not living up to expectations? She asks, pointing to Hubert.
I never said that. No, he's
Tis why I'm asking.
doing perfectly. He's doing great as my retainer.
I see. Well, my dear daughter, while you have made her your retainer, she is retainer in name only. In order to be officially welcomed as your retainer, I have to welcome her into the family.
And how will you do that?
We will have a very brief ceremony.
And what does this ceremony entail?
Why are you asking such questions? Do you not trust me?
I have not been told what this ceremony is.
That's because you have never asked for another retainer. It is a big day for you. Is it not?
While that is the case, I would still like to know what this ceremony is, Mother.
And you will. When you bring her to me, so that I can enact it.
Why are you so hesitant to tell me beforehand?
It would not be as meaningful if you were to know what happens.
You're not going to hurt her, are you?
I will not hurt her in a way that will be permanent. I will have to nick her hand, though. Just a small cut. Enough for a drop of blood.
So it's blood magic. The same thing you did to Hubert?
No. No. He is one of a kind. I do not like your distrust of me, Edosade. Were I to know any better, I would say you do not trust your dear mother.
Oop.
I just think that your plans and mine might contradict each other.
I simply wish to officially make her your retainer.
And I cannot do that on my own?
You are not the queen of our kingdom, are you? You can call her your retainer all day. For a week. For the years to come. But until I officially mark her as one, she is retainer in name only. She will not have protection from those who would see harm to her otherwise.
Like Alton?
Like My dear Fulton, yes. He's a fierce pet, isn't he?
He is an individual.
In any case, officially making her your retainer would be beneficial to the both of you.
I will speak with her on it.
Wonderful. Now then, I have noticed that you are traveling with someone. The white-haired individual.
Obitus? What about him?
Adel, roll a history real quick.
Oh boy.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Oh boy.
What did he do this time?
Something that we both should be aware of, actually.
He doesn't, as far as you are aware, he doesn't have white hair. His hair's black.
Uh-oh.
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 Oh, but not for the reasons you guys think.
There's two people with white hair here.
How do you know that
Yeah.
his hair is dyed, Mother?
He looks to you and says, I can see past such mundane trickery.
Right. Either way,
Signifies.
what are you bringing up Obitus for?
Is he not our enemy in Aria? Why do you travel with him?
He's not any more my enemy than any of the people in Aria are.
But he is one of the ones that will stand against us should your methods fail and we have to use aggression, is he not?
That goes for everybody that I've been interacting with from Aria, Mother.
Not to his extent.
What do you mean?
I'm sure you are aware of what he is capable of by now.
I've heard the stories.
He is too much of a threat for you to travel with, my dear.
But he's not going to hurt me.
As far as you are aware, he will not. But what if he decides to abandon you to a grim fate? Leave you to the hungry jaws of a hydra?
That's not something he would do, Mother.
Oh, I don't believe you actually understand how heartless he is.
Enlighten me, then.
He has destroyed kingdoms for very small reasons. He is not a very morally good person.
I won't think on this for a moment. When did you start caring about morals, Mother?
You are a unique, a black sheep within our bloodline. You care of morals, and I want what's best for you.
So what does this have to do with Obitus? What are you planning to do to him?
I have no intentions of doing anything with him. I'm merely going to ask you cease traveling with him. would hate to see him corrupt you and send you back down the path which you have deemed to be too dark.
If that is the case, then the next time you send Anton my way or I've run into him, give him express orders to stop antagonizing me. If that is something that you're so worried about.
Alton has been antagonizing you.
Very much so.
What has he been doing to you?
Attempting to make me angry. To make me snap, or to question my morals.
I suppose I can have a talk with him then.
I want to insight that. I feel like there's something up with that. I want to talk with him stuff. Should I roll it?
You can if you want to. You don't need to ask me. I mean, you do, but you get what I'm saying here. If you want to roll insight. Okay, you look at her, and as far as you can tell, she will talk to Alton.
Yeah, but will it be a stop doing it talk or a keep going it's funny talk?
She will talk to Alton.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Because she rolled a 19 on the die. So your insight wasn't high enough.
Yep. So, if Jubilee agrees to be officially made a retainer, where will I be meeting you?
I cannot give you a meeting place until such point as you agree to come see me. That is the only way that I will stay in one place for very long.
What, you're here in Crestfall, then?
Of course, I mean, there's new land to conquer.
I have not spoken with all the leaders of this place yet.
Yes, and this continent has multiple countries. You cannot lay claim to all of them.
Why not?
She smiles and says, "You are... How can I put this? There are some interesting folks here that I wish to see myself.
Such
But
as?
I can't let you have all of the fun.
Who are these interesting people?
If I had names, I would tell you. But I have not been here long enough to discover their names." And Adel, you know that she does not commit people's names to memory unless she deems them worthy of it.
Very well, then.
And do keep what I said about Obitus in mind, won't you?
Of course, Mother.
Wonderful. Now have a good evening. Is there anything? Is there one more thing you need to ask me? And she's not making fun of you. At least you don't think she is. She's just simply asking.
No, Mother. There's nothing else.
Wonderful. She says, she steps forward and takes your head between her hands before kissing the top of your head and says, "I shall see you soon, my sweet Adelsade." before she shimmers into a red mist and disappears.
It'll silently stare at where she wants Diego, and then we'll look over towards Hubert.
Hubert, a few seconds after she disappears, seems to open his eyes and look around.
Ale just frowns.
What is wrong, my lady?
Mother was here.
Was she?
She wants to officially make Jubilee a retainer.
I see.
And I don't know what she plans on doing. Some sort of ceremony.
I'm afraid I am unfamiliar with what she is referring.
She's here in Crestfall. She wants to take land personally. And she doesn't want me speaking with Obitus.
If she wishes to take the land personally, that means she has found something of interest here.
The only thing I can think about is the tree. Oh no.
It's very odd. It is very odd that she would specify not to travel with him.
And her reasonings for it make no sense.
Why is that?
She brought up morals.
And?
I think she's lying. When the heroes visited us all those years ago, the only one that was missing was Obitus.
And?
I do not think it was a coincidence.
What do you mean?
He avoided her, and she wants me to avoid him. I don't know why. And I don't gonna get any answers from her or him. Is then just going to go and sit on the bed, but does not lie down. She's just staring at the wall.
Hubert will remain seated in the chair and watch you quietly.
If the puppeteer wanted me to be emotionally and physically distracted, he has succeeded. If I don't deal with her, then this place is in danger and there's no natural Obitus to stop her. And she won't listen if I try to talk her down.
As far as we're aware.
She never has before.
I suppose that is true.
Elle's shoulders slump, and she seems to physically get smaller, and she just covers her face with her hands.
Hubert will watch for a minute before getting out of his chair and eases down next to you.
I hate this.
It will be all right.
How can you be so sure?
I know what you're capable of. It will be all right.
We barely survived Supreme, And Rashi is beyond us. And the only person capable of helping us I cannot speak to. And who knows what she plans on doing to Jubilee. Nothing good, I imagine.
Why can you not speak to him?
His annoying mother. If I speak to Obitus, there'll be some kind of repercussion.
Like?
She could take you away, one.
She could try, yes.
And she'll succeed.
But, on the same note, if you tell Obitus that you do not wish to travel with him, and he chooses to continue traveling with you, that is not your fault, is it?
I suppose he tends to do what he wants.
Then, what's the issue?
The repercussions will occur anyway.
Unless you can convey to him that he needs to be flying under the radar. Correct?
I don't know if that'll work, but I'll try. She somehow knew I knighted or made Jubilee a retainer, even though that was only a few hours ago, and despite these. And she raises the amulet.
Obitus is a powerful mage, however. I'm sure he has a means of overpowering her, if need be.
I guess we'll find out.
You should rest.
Question.
Yo.
At any point, could Jubilee have been overhearing this, or is she deep asleep?
For some reason, you did not hear anything. You are unaware of anything that has just occurred.
Okay, just thought I'd ask. Carry on. My bad.
No, it was a good question. But something prevented you from being able to overhear.
Okay, that's interesting. I'm about to get my soul sucked or something.
You should rest, Lady Ada Sade.
Right.
And he will gently take your hand and go, look at me.
She'll look to him.
It will be okay. You have my word.
Okay.
Now relax. Take a deep breath and count prime numbers. It will be okay.
He'll take a deep breath, shut her eyes, lie down, and begin mentally counting prime numbers.
Would you like me to stay here?
Yes, please.
Of course. He will then slowly lay on the bed. As morning comes round, I need everyone to roll D100s.
That one's Jubilee, and that one's Galodius. Okay.
Roll knock the fuck out on the bed.
Man hasn't gotten a good sleep in ages.
It's like, huh. I wonder what this bed is made of. It could be a...
I see. The bed is made of bed.
Ah, yes.
The mattress is made of mattress.
The bed made of bed is way more comfy than floor made of floor. Alright. So it looks like Thorgrim and Elvie are both waking up before everyone else once again.
So, LV's up first, which is very appropriate considering what happened. Going to immediately, once she's done her morning prayer and preparations for her spells, going to go to her usual tablet and just begin furiously writing.
As you come out of your room, you see Patterson standing at the end of the hallway, and as soon as he sees you, he begins waving.
I will. LV will just kind of dismissively wave over her shoulder, kind of like, "Hello, Patterson. Excuse me."
Patterson will follow you.
LV pays little to no attention because she is thinking about very important things right now.
And yet, can she ignore the skeleton looking over her shoulder?
Scribble, 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 scribble.
So,
Do
also
you want me-
Thorgrim.
Do you want me to roll a save to ignore the skeleton, or what?
Sure, roll a concentration check.
Oh God. Con save. Nope, can't ignore it.
You scribble for a minute, and then you just slowly look over your right shoulder. And Patterson is just there, staring.
Do you mind?
No. He then opens his head as if asking as if you asked him if he had a brain.
I know you don't have a brain. That's not what I asked. I meant, could you please stop staring?
Patterson will just watch you before slowly putting a finger in each of his eye sockets, as if going, "I don't have eyes."
And while this is going on, Thorgrim will yawn loudly, stretch, do his morning old man exercises, grab his hammer, and walk out the door.
Okay.
And will plunk himself at the bar.
Alright.
And will kind of snicker under his breath at Patterson bothering somebody else for once.
Alright. Which leads us to Beastie waking up.
Beastie will quickly awaken and look around before looking over to Rika and Squib.
You see Squib stretching as if he had just gotten up, with Freaky putting on a fresh set of clothes as she looks to you.
Little one, Squib.
Riki pouts to this. Why do you call him by name?
His name is Goblin.
That doesn't seem fair.
You want Goblin name?
Yes?
He.
He?
He.
I'm not a boy.
No, not he. He.
She just tilts her head.
She pats him on the head. He.
I don't understand.
Is Goblin.
And Beastie, as you're saying this, you just hear very quick footfalls as something small but fast sprints past the door.
Beastie sighs and goes after him while muttering, "I don't even think I'll have time for training while he's around." Forgive me, strength. I must skip out on my prayers.
As you come out, you actually see Panther floating in the air, seeming mildly confused but entertained, as Obi's left hand is pointing at Panther and just slowly spinning, causing Panther to spin in the air. Huh? Oh. Hey, Goblin. Or, I'm gonna call you B, because I can't remember what your name is. I think it's Beastie. I'm still calling you B.
She'll point at your collar. Beastie 13.
B it is. This one yours? He says, pointing at Panther.
Yes.
Very energetic.
He happy.
Didn't say he wasn't happy. I said he's energetic.
Yes.
I have had an energetic grandson, so I know how to handle him. Luckily, as far as I'm aware, he doesn't breathe fire, does he?
She looks to Panther. No?
Oh, good. Then he will be infinitely easier to handle than my grandchildren.
Not yet breathe fire. Panther, you breathe fire?
I can breathe fire?
She shrugs.
Panther unstoppable! He says, as if you have just told him he can.
Beastie will smile, or will then head out, seeing as Panther is busy, and will do her morning training.
Okay. And George,
Yeah.
your turn to wake up.
Yeah.
Yep. We'll rise out of bed. Do a couple of stretches. We'll head on down. See who's all awake.
As you come out, you see Obi reading a book and slowly twirling the very manic high-energy goblin in the air.
Huh. Let's go over there and then go over and sit down. Morning.
Obi will look to you and go, yo.
Yo. I'll just kind of sit back in his chair and just.
The yo of I don't know about you. My mom doesn't like you.
I don't think. Actually, no. She has seen Obidus and didn't like him.
She's seen him and she said she didn't like the energy he radiated. Which, given he is a very powerful necromancer, is understandable.
Yeah.
Alright. So, Scalodius.
Scalodius will arise, do his morning prayer, and then simply head downstairs to join Gloomhollow.
As you walk by, Panther looks to you. Anger lizard! Me breathe fire!
Really now, that's good for you, Panther.
Don't encourage him. I think he actually means he thinks he can inhale it.
Oh. You really shouldn't do that. That's bad for your throat.
Will. But as you say that, he just goes, will.
Please don't.
Ciao.
I don't want your mother upset with any of us.
Must.
Must not. Will not.
You're not helping. Opie says to you.
Unfortunately, Scalonius is too dim to figure out what's going on.
Which leads us to Jubilee. Jubilee.
That one there. Jubilee will just kind of get up and probably didn't have the best sleep on the floor, but
surprisingly,
we'll
you feel very well rested.
Huh. Really good floors in this inn. She'll stretch and get up and see how the others are doing, trying to make sure she doesn't make too much noise.
You see Hubert lying in the bed, reading, holding a cup of coffee, and he looks at you.
Jubilee will kind of nod to him.
And
probably look at...
Since Adel is 5 below you and she would be next, she wakes up shortly after.
Ah. Morning, Adel Sarday.
Adel's going to be... will remain on the bed for a few seconds, and will just slowly open her eyes and sit up. Hi.
Is everything okay?
Not exactly. My mother
did something
wants to meet you.
As tempting as I am to make a joke about this, I'm guessing it's a lot more serious than it sounds.
We don't know.
She wants to officially make you a retainer in the family, but has refused to explain to me what that entails aside from a ritual of some kind.
Again, making it extremely difficult to not make a joke about this.
Jubilee.
I know.
My lady, to
It
be
is
fair,
serious, though.
To be fair, my lady, humor may be able to dispel some of the tension. If you're willing.
Right.
I am aware that you do not enjoy humor in most cases. But perhaps allowing her to make jokes could help ease some of the tension.
Very well.
Easing tension? Huh, that's always been easy for us to do for her. Still, didn't think we'd be meeting families at this point. I feel like we skipped a couple steps in our relationship.
Is that customary?
Sounds like it's kind of a human thing, kind of... I don't know. There are not many of my kind, so it's not...
You're not human.
Like, that's why I said it's a human thing. I know I'm not human. I was about to say, it's not really that common for tieflings either, but it's still kind of funny to watch the humans fret over that thing.
We should ask Fulgrim.
Yeah, he would be an expert on this.
Not so much. He's not so sure if he would be an expert. More if it's a human thing or if it's simply not an elven thing.
That's true. Still, though, it's pretty... Does that mean I have to introduce you to my family, then? I'd love to introduce you to my father, at least. He's a nice guy.
If you wish to introduce us, I'm sure Lady Adelsade would enjoy that.
Yes.
Throughout this whole conversation, Adel just has been staring stoically as ever.
Hubert will gently poke her nose.
Right.
So we just kind of walk over and give her a slight hug.
She feels cold to the touch, but she'll hug back.
Freezing. You need a hug. You need a warm hug.
Right. But Jubilee.
Besides.
Yes?
Oh yeah. Well, what were you gonna say?
I was going to say, ultimately, what happens with Mother depends on you. If you still wish to be my retainer, then... and you want to go see her, then I'll agree to meet with her.
Damn it, Matt.
I'm sorry, but I couldn't resist.
It's hard to do dramatic acting when I'm reading that, like, right next to my microphone.
Sorry.
Well, I was serious about following you, and as long as it's not magically binding me to her, I don't think I have a problem with that. Because if it's even binding to you, you let me be me, so I don't see the issue.
I see. I guess we'll find
Just
out.
so long as it's bound to you, I don't have a problem. Must have been one heck of a message spell if... Just as long as no one tries to provoke me to slipping up, I should have support from you and Hubert, right?
Of course.
See? And she doesn't suspect a thing.
Let's hope so.
Still, how'd she find out about me?
I don't know.
We are unaware of that.
Yeah, that literally happened last night.
She is a very powerful blood mage. She has her ways.
Looks to Hubert. Does it have anything to do with your weekly thing?
Highly unlikely.
Well, if it's like to re-up some sort of ritual thing, maybe it's not to her, is it?
No.
Alright, then that's not the case then. Because I was thinking maybe she was putting a little something extra in with whatever ritual you were doing.
It is not to her, no.
Yes, then in that case, that's not it. Okay, this is gonna sound strange, and don't take this the wrong way, Adelsarde. Could you possibly be marked by something on your body where you can't usually see it?
I don't think so, but I guess I can check.
And this is where the awkward part comes in. Could you strip down so I can check for any runes or any kind of magical markings?
What?
No, again, this is purely for sake of finding a sigil or some sort of runic marking on you. It could have been placed when you were at birth and you would have never even known.
Fine.
Look, I'd like to be joking about this, but this is actually something, if you don't want to be spied on, that I could help you get rid of.
Yes, yes.
And if you don't feel comfortable with me doing it, you can ask. I can ask Hubert to look for you for me instead, if you want me to leave.
I'd prefer that.
Understood. But seriously, Hubert, do a thorough search of her just in case.
I'm aware.
I'll be right back. Once you let me in. She'll leave the room for a moment and wait.
Okay.
Well, it'll strip down and let Hubert do a thorough search.
Hubert will do so, and will eventually inform you that there is no marking on you, magical or otherwise.
Well, afterwards, Ada will quickly get dressed and will bring Jubilee back in.
Anything?
No.
Ah, come on. Okay. Yeah, sorry to ask like that, Edelsarte. It was... I could not honestly think of a proper way to ask, but that was a possibility we just had to get out of the way.
I get it.
Jubilee actually looks deep in thought right now. Like, usually, she thinks a lot, but, has somewhat of a positive outlook. She is, like, deep in thought, like, furrowed brow and everything. Can't be any of our new friends, because as much as she knows about them, they have had no contact as far as we're aware.
For now, let's go let the others know the situation.
Alright. Suppose we can do that. Sorry, I don't like the idea that she could have been spying on us. I don't know if it's recent or since you've been born. That's the hard part.
I doubt it's recent.
If it was recent, then I could narrow it down, but... Maybe I might suggest check above your head with your invisible goggles every once in a while. In case you find a sensor above it.
Of course.
Never know with a scry spell. No, your non-detection thing. She's starting to do the thing that Gloomhall does and is starting to mumble to herself now. Get lost in thought again.
It'll stand. Let's go speak with the others about this.
Oh, right. Sorry. After you, Adel.
Yep. Ada will start walking along.
And Jubilee will follow.
Pepper!
No Pepper.
Pepper.
Pepper not?
It appears you are Pepper, Jubilee.
Oh. No, Skilodius was saying that.
Oh.
Yeah, no, Skilodius, he's talking about me. Oh. No, not a Pepper. Points to Jubilee.
IRL.
Fire.
Edelsarte, he's talking to you.
Sorry, what did he say?
Fire elf.
Jubilee's just like, he's technically not wrong.
I suppose that is an
Still
accurate
weird.
name.
Pardon me!
What?
Pardon me.
What?
I breathe fire.
No.
Yes.
Very well. And Adel is just gonna cast,
Wait, Adel, I don't know if that's a good idea. Oh, because she's doing it.
just shoots a firebolt at him.
Okay. You watch it hit him, and he begins laughing maniacally. Almost happily.
Thorgrim's head immediately snaps to the side and just like, what the fuck?
Obi just looks at him and goes, "Goblins are fucking weird in this world."
Fucking no, right?
Jubilee just looks to Hubert. I don't know what to make of this.
Excuse me, Patterson. It'll start in a moment.
Oh, Gloomhall, of course.
Yes. I would like a moment of your time, if that is all right.
Yes, what
And
is it?
she seems unnaturally nervous at this point. Excuse me. I have received a rather interesting dream during the night. And do you have the map currently?
Ella will nod and open up the map.
Elby will point to the location mentally marked on the map by the voice in her dream, and says, I would at some point like to go here.
Very well.
Bees! Jubilee just says bees.
Ella will ignore this. Very well. Why do you want to go there?
I was told by... this is going to sound rather silly, and she's kind of calming down at this point. I heard a voice in my head during the night.
Don't we all?
Yes, I suppose, but this one was foreign to me, one that I had not heard, and it simply said, "Find me," and then showed me this part of the map. So I assume that this is an entity attempting to contact me from that point. And
Strange.
if it is, and that entity may in fact be, this is but a guess, but I have a feeling it may be a possibly divine missive.
A divine missive to find you, while giving you a mental pain.
Basically.
And that, if I remember correctly, that area is the country that is partially owned by Zardak, which is the undead, or the ghoul or the vampire country. So that is the vampire country. So, well, it gives us a reason to go there.
Thorgrim will take a drink and then just sort of turn around and go, "Wait, what?"
Yes, unfortunately, we have been asked by a divine being to go meet them in the undead land.
Ah, fuck.
Don't worry, Thorgrim. It's only vampires.
Yeah, oh great, yeah, only vampires.
And we can't forget those vampires are currently lusting after Squib.
Mm-hmm.
Please don't use that word.
Very well.
Lusting.
They are thirsty for your blood and are willing to do anything to get it.
Yeah, that kind of thirsty.
Thorgrim deliberately taking a drink and looking at Squib.
Either way, we can make our way over there. I'm guessing Zardak knows the sigil, or somewhere Zardak has the sigil, if there is a teleportation circle there.
I would imagine so. I could simply ask Ophiuchus to get us in contact with him.
It would be difficult to explain a sigil over audio.
Well, I could simply ask him if he has a teleportation sigil in his country where the vampires dwell.
If he he has one, we can take the teleportation sigil to get to his land, get the sigil, and then go to the vampire land.
Indeed. Would make our travel time much shorter.
Yes.
Fortunately, I can't do that because certain someone's not here right now.
We could just go and ask him ourselves. And it will give me a reason to go and see Zardak's country for myself.
I suppose, because I did give you that teleportation sigil, did I not?
Yes.
I remember, yes. Copied it. Well, that seems like a good course of action for now.
Very well. And Adol will look to the others. We are okay with this course of action?
Yeah, fine, it's fine, it's totally fine, everything's fine.
Fulgrim, calm down.
I'm trying, okay?
You're failing. Try harder.
George?
Hmm?
Any disagreements?
No, not really.
Alright.
They hopefully help us get more answers on stuff.
Squib?
I guess I'm okay with it.
Alright.
Also, quick question. Do you guys have any mementos from your old home at all?
My home?
Just Aria. Do you guys have anything from Aria?
I'm not from Aria, so not exactly. My home is a different country to Aria. If you mean the realm, then
The
I
realm.
suppose so. Oh, then yes.
Hello, Scorp.
Oh, hey.
Hello.
Railroad.
Ruh-roh.
Roll a performance for your date.
Crap. Shit. Fuck. Titty ass bitch.
Yeah, that's probably what happened.
Probably. Question is how well.
How well did the bottom perform?
I mean, I just need to know if Ophi handled himself with some class or if he was a nervous wreck all night.
My money is on the ladder.
I don't know. Oh,
That's-
apparently he's a dirty
Roll
blood.
your.
That's
gotta
what the
find
roll
it.
is for.
I'm still slowly rolling into roll 20.
That's not bad.
Well, that's pretty good.
Too bad. Not too terrible. Not the best you could have done, but it's not terrible, so good enough.
It's a cute type of nervous rather than a complete wreck.
I rolled 15. The best he can do is a 21.
Again, not bad.
It's
You
a
get
above
the Obama not bad look.
With him officially here, that means Tauntaun and Ophi are now both officially awake.
Yeah.
But
Indeed.
you were escorted home after your date, and he promised you would see him again before heading off for the evening.
There's going to be a second date.
Dope.
Alright, so is this next morning or.
Yes, next morning.
Okay. My ear still tastes like hospital spray.
Mm.
He's waiting.
I saw the goblin teleport. My first instinct was
Sister, no!
Sister, no, leave me alone.
She's
I need
waiting.
my kneecaps.
She's waiting because she has things to scold you about.
Of course.
Slow open and peeking out.
You see Sinclair standing, arms crossed, watching.
Gonna slowly close the door.
The door is immediately forced open.
Under table.
What were you wearing? She demands.
Clothes?
She stares at you, and then says, practically naked.
Says the person who's practically naked.
Oh, Ophi. That was
What?
not the right
Older
reply.
sibling privileges.
She's wearing a loincloth and a scrap of cloth.
Alright,
He
Try-
wears pants.
try to escape grappling.
Oh crap.
As your immediate snarky reply is getting you into a world of hurt. As soon as you say this, you know that you have messed up. As Sinclair stares at you for a couple of seconds, and then the next thing you know, you are in a headlock as she is demanding you apologize for being sassy.
I will not.
And I know
Normal
release.
sibling stuff.
Sinclair,
Who's saying this?
Beastie,
She looks over.
leave child alone.
No.
Do it.
Dressed like slut.
I was no such thing.
Beastie
Dressed like
looks a bit
dressed
confused.
like one.
Sinclair, child wear more clothes than you or I.
Yeah, I had pants and a hood.
Leave child alone.
Sinclair will slowly let you out of the headlock.
Thank you, I need my neck.
This isn't over.
Ophi,
Yes.
was man nice?
He was nice.
Good. She'll then nod approvingly. Oh, she'll then turn and head along out.
Ophi's gonna slowly look at Sword. Oh, okay, she's leaving. Never mind.
That she leaves, but she turns to you and points at you, and just to make sure you heard her, she goes, "This not over." Before she leaves.
Oh, I hope my kneecaps will be fine.
No way, actually.
Those eventually.
Instead of leaving, Beastie's gonna go and knock.
Oh no, the bunny.
Bottle. You hear a knock on your door after what's probably been the best night's sleep you've had in a long time.
He's just gonna walk over and open the door.
Beastie will be there. Wait, how tall is he? Small or tall?
He is a small creature.
Oh, so they're face to face. And
Would you think they were crotch to face?
she'll rest her hands on her hips. She'll look you over, thanking for all, then nods. Bag.
What?
Wait, what?
Bag.
Bag?
Bag.
Bag?
Oh, I heard
Oh,
beg.
this is
Yeah, same. I
my-
was like, wait, what?
This is my traveling bag. Is something wrong with it? Or,
No. Bag. Where's home?
the wilds?
Family in Wilds?
I think so. Me and my my adopted father is there. I don't know where my actual family is at.
Big Metal Man took you from father.
Yeah. I don't know what happened to him, so. Or if he kind of scratches his head if he's even alive.
She then nods. Come. And she'll start walking along.
Okay. Follow.
Hello, Sinclair.
She nods. She was waiting for you. And then looks to Otto and nods to him.
Good morning.
Morning. How are?
Did you sleep well?
Slept good.
Oh, that's good. Slept well too.
She nods. She seems to be trying to make you as comfortable as you can be, given the circumstances and motions you to follow.
You can start following.
Priest.
Still cutting the logical. No brief fire.
Yes.
No.
Priest.
Deep inhale.
Sorry. Sorry, BC. I'm trying to tell your child not to breathe fire.
Why?
Because I'm pretty sure it's gonna hurt him.
She looks to Panther.
No kill makes strong!
She looks back to Scodius. Yes.
Beat his ass.
No?
She points to herself. Yes.
You just see these Scolius eyes slowly drifting apart again in confusion. Do goblins breathe fire?
She'll then point over to Otto. Bag.
That's a bag.
Is there something wrong with my bag?
No. Name's hard. So, bag.
Oh. He'll just point at himself and say, Otto.
She stares at
giving
you
you
for
the
a while.
She's giving you a nickname, Obi says.
Oh. Okay.
People know, like, names being said bad. So, bag.
Oh. So I understand that.
Scolius, I like my name.
Priest. Think Zardak held bag?
I don't know. I mean, Otto wasn't? What is it that you can do?
I'm sorry?
What is it that you do?
I know how to cast magic.
Okay, what kind of magic?
He'll kind of think to himself for a second. And then he'll start like counting on his hand like all different types of things and trying to figure out what's the best way to show what he can do. And then he holds up a finger as if he's about to say something, and then like goes back to thinking again. No, that's a good thing to show.
Beastie will start cracking her knuckles. Fight?
Do you heal, sir?
Well, I don't heal, but I can do this, and he'll kind of start channeling magic into his hand, and he'll bring out like a tiny machine. Pop out.
Fascinating.
Hold on. This is gonna take me a second, so.
What's gonna take you a second?
He sent me he sent me the icon just now of what he's making. So now I have to make it a character sheet.
Oh,
It doesn't need to be a
God.
character sheet, it's just the token itself.
But if it's a character sheet, you can spawn it at any time.
Oh, okay.
He's making it for less trouble for him later.
You can.
So if I can
Is he summoning a cannon?
he is summoning an Eldritch Cannon, yes.
Oh no. It's Gina all over again, Scorp.
Bagpipe music!
Hey, sure, this is gonna be a character sheet, why not? Its name is Autogun.
LV is gonna crouch down and look at Otto and just say, "You are a fascinating little one."
You are a sad, strange little man.
You're an elf.
Oh,
Are
no.
you an elf?
Of sorts, yes. I am
There
a
we go.
type of elf. Probably not
Oh,
one that you
okay.
have seen before.
And then he'll say in Elvish, "It's nice to meet your acquaintance." Then.
She
Alright.
will respond in Elven. "It is nice to meet your acquaintance as well." And will hesitantly reach out and give his head a little pat.
God damn it! Why are you doing this? Not gonna roll something.
Is he gonna get all aggro after being petted?
No, he just respond. He just kind of smiles a little bit at it, but that's it.
There we go. Autogun.
Huh. Are you?
That actually sounds... That's how we spell Otto?
That's how I spelled Auto.
Like, literally, the way my brain's been spelling it is just bottle without the B.
No, Auto.
You were saying auto, like OTTO.
But now that I've made it a character sheet, you can spawn it at any time you want to, Jay.
Alright.
Adorable.
This is beneficial for you.
And technically the DM, he doesn't have to spawn it himself.
So, are you able to create more machines like this?
The gun will turn and look at you as well, Auto, awaiting an answer.
Well, no, not really, but I am able to. Not things like him, but I can make things. I can improve on things.
Mechanically or magically?
Magically.
I may have a use for that if you do not mind.
What did you need?
Are you, when you say improve upon magics, do you perhaps mean magical items?
Well, no, it can be mostly non-magical.
Ah, in that case, that is not quite what I had in mind, but I'm sure I can find some way to make use of your talents. If you don't mind, of course.
Yeah, I don't mind. I can do my
If
best.
the gentleman is a crafter, Zardak would be interested in that regard, then.
Certainly.
Who's Zardak?
Our employer and the one who runs the country where we hail from.
Oh,
A most malevolent benefactor.
Yes,
Yeah, just-
he is-
I finally realized who's missing. Thogren's not here, and he's supposed to be.
He is a rather kind gentleman. A bit brusque, a bit aggressive sometimes, but he means well.
But once you get to know him, he becomes very, very friendly.
Halo's just going to slowly rub her throat without saying anything.
Unconscious reminder of
Very, very friendly. While choking her like a chicken.
He did specifically say once you get to know him.
While that is true, trauma still hurts.
Apparently, so does kinkiness.
So, Otto, we're planning on going to Zarak's country to speak with him. Maybe you can get a chance to do so when we get there.
Yeah, okay.
Alright.
I guess I'd be okay with that.
Alright. There is another thing. I had a... Well, this isn't just for you, Otto, but for everyone. I had a talk with my mother. She's here in Crestfall.
Obi will peer over and go, "What's your mom? Who's your mom?"
Actually, I have to speak with you as well, because...
Cool.
Right. So, does anyone have any questions?
Otto will kind of raise his hand up.
Yes?
Just gonna think for a little bit because I need to look at something real fast. Do any of you guys need help with your stuff?
Stuff?
Yeah.
What do you mean, stuff?
You know, just things. I mean, I don't really know how much you guys, how well equipped you guys are if you're going to be traveling. Is it going to be like through the wilds?
Not exactly. But we might cross the wilds again at some point.
Oh, okay.
If you're offering help, I'll gladly accept it. The more the merrier.
Yeah, I don't know.
When it comes to certain things.
Hey, what do you mean by that?
Do not have her
Nothing.
elaborate.
Though, I will say, Adelsarde, we should be trying to reach out again whenever we can to
Tempest?
yes.
I will contact him later today. For now, someone get Tauntaun and his entourage up. I need to speak with Obitus.
I like how both Obi and Tauntaun, where is Tauntaun? Yeah, and Tauntaun have just not left the room, despite the fact Scorp is here.
Obi is getting dressed.
Yes, but he would have been.
Tauntaun is Tauntaun.
He would have been dressed by now.
I didn't want to interrupt anything.
Obi will look to you as you approach Adelsarde.
You should know who my mother is.
Should I?
You've read my mind a number of times, or did you just forget?
Didn't he meet her?
No.
He was
Look.
there?
Look, I've only read your mind for certain tidbits. I didn't read your whole mind. That would be rude and impolite and a grievous breach of your privacy. I only breach the privacy of my good friends. We just met.
I see.
And attest to that.
Once we are good friends, then I'll start breaching your privacy.
Does that mean he never breaches Ale's privacy?
He and Ale eventually became friends.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he does. There you go.
That's nice to hear. Ale got a friend.
It's worse when you're partially related to him, then he does it to spite you. Now, definitely not wanting it.
Well, my mother is Himatrosa, the Empress of the Drow Empire.
Okay.
She wants me not to travel with you anymore.
How's good old Hemi doing?
So you do know her.
Yeah, I've met her.
I'm guessing that's the reason she doesn't want me to travel with you.
Obi shrugs to this.
What happened when you met?
Well, she came to me. She had an entourage of drow. She told me that I was going to become her new slave. I said no, and then killed everybody there except for her.
I said no. She took offense to that. I proved her otherwise.
Ale narrows her eyes in confusion. I don't get
She
it.
is the confusion.
She would... Usually she'd see that kind of thing as something to look up to. Why does she not want me to speak with you?
Couldn't tell you.
Apparently you brought down empires and have done horrible things for less.
Yeah. Obi says very calmly, as if this is not, as if this is all true.
Do you feel anything about it? Regrets?
If I... Sometimes, every now and then, I'll feel bad about my life choices. Then I get over it. But from the way he's expressing, he does think back on it often.
I see.
You can't really tell how serious he is about getting over it, though. Yeah, I'm not what you would call a good person, Obi says to you.
Is there any... Do you know any reason why Mother wouldn't want me to speak with you or travel with you?
You mean apart from the fact that I overpowered her
You
very
did what
easily? I am much stronger using magic than she will ever be. He just says very calmly.
So she wasn't just beaten, she was dominated.
Like I said, she sent her people after me, I killed them. She tried to fight me, I beat her. She tried to fight me again, I beat her. And then the third time she tried to fight me, I wasn't really feeling it, so before she even had a chance to do anything, I just sapped her of her magic for a while.
Mom
that
didn't
def-
like being the bottom.
That explains it more clearly. She's just afraid of you.
Obi says, doing a so-so hand motion.
What do you mean?
Nothing. I just highly doubt that she's afraid of me.
Then what do you think it's about, if not that?
It's not important.
Oh, it's incredibly important to me.
I disagree, he says to this.
The
Mom's got
story...
the house from.
The stoicism cracks, and you can see Obitus can see immense frustration, sadness, and fear, but again, that's very quickly gone. And she shakes her head. Fine.
Obi will watch you for a minute before looking to Panther and go, "Are you true to your name? Can you land on your feet?" Yes! Obi will then drop him, watches him faceplant, and then Panther stand and sprint off. He's like, close enough. Alright. You.
He got on his feet.
You, he says, pointing to Adel. Privacy, now.
Okay.
He then does a shoo-shoo motion for you to lead the way.
Well. I'll head back up to your room.
Hubert will follow, and as Hubert gets to the door, Obi will actually turn, putting 2 fingers on Hubert's chest, very calmly push him out of the room and shut the door.
Wow. I'm surprised Hubert didn't take his fingers for that one.
Hubert, while Hubert is very bold, he knows that would have been ill-advised of him.
Says a lot that
Did
he's...
not die.
Says a lot he's willing to go tangle with Rashi, but won't fuck with Obitus.
Rashi, you can't instantly murder him.
I mean, yes he can.
Okay, let me
All right.
rephrase. Rashi won't instantly murder him.
Alright, you, he says, pointing to you, Adel, and goes, cut the stoic.
What?
Cut your stoicism. You
Right.
are hiding behind a facade. If you want to talk, we are going to talk for real, and not behind this fake calm you are putting up for everyone.
She narrows her eyes a little. Why?
Do you want to talk?
Would you be willing to answer, or would you claim it's not important again?
Don't try to answer my questions. Do you want to talk? Yes or no? While I'm sure being a princess from your land means that people don't talk to you the way I do, I don't care that you're a princess. You are a person. You are standing here before me, not a princess, not a sovereign, not even a god. You're just a person. So, you're either going to talk to me like a person, or you're not going to get answers. How's that?
In the year I've been here, I've gotten very used to being not treated like a princess. That's why I don't even call myself Lady Adel Sarday anymore. But fine. I'll drop my stoicism.
Good.
So... are you going to answer my question?
You have to ask them.
Why do you think Mother doesn't want you to travel with me?
I don't know why she doesn't want me to travel with you. The only thing I said was I don't think she's afraid of me.
Then what do you think she feels about you then?
Frustration.
Because she can't beat you?
Possibly. I have been known to be a very big annoyance to people.
Even Pentagon claims you're that, yes.
I miss Pentagon.
I'm not sure if he misses you. It was kind of vague. I think he did.
Everyone who likes me misses me eventually. I'm sure he likes me somewhat. Maybe. I don't know. But, in any case, no, I don't think she's afraid of me.
Well, she's here in Crestfall, and she plans on conquering.
Okay. And?
I can't do anything about it.
Okay. Is that a problem?
Yes, it is.
Why?
It's a huge problem.
Why?
Because she is a sadist, a monster, someone who's going to do whatever she wants to these people and drain them of everything they have before leaving them as husks.
Cool, you've described 100% of tyrants.
Well, you might be so casual and flippant about it, but I am not.
Okay. So why can't you do anything about it?
I'm not strong enough, and she won't listen to me.
Okay. And why aren't you strong enough?
I don't know. I'm just not.
Because you constantly say you're not?
Well, considering that we couldn't beat Supreme by ourselves, I would reckon that we're not. Considering we don't even hold a candle to you, I consider that we're not.
Okay, I couldn't beat most of the fights I've ever been in by myself. What's your point?
I don't believe you.
Good for you, you're wrong.
Prove it.
Let's see. He says, before snapping his fingers, and suddenly you get rushed with a lot of the fights he's been in with very powerful entities, and you see him, a very small Minotaur, Nilo, and a wide group of other people, and through the years you see Charlie and Obi fighting side by side, but mostly you see Maxwell. You see legions of undead at his disposal. At no point have you ever seen Obi handle a strictly fight by himself. Now he has handled conversations alone, but fights he's always had somebody backing him up. Even if that somebody was undead.
Aren't those undead created by your power?
Okay, and once an undead's created, that doesn't mean it's still me. Especially whenever you accidentally do things like I do and make them sentient.
You see, you casually drop these incredible magical things like it's nothing.
Yeah, because I don't understand how I do it, it just happens.
And yet you do it.
Not on purpose.
And yet it happened.
Not on purpose.
It still happened.
But if it doesn't happen intentionally, it's not worth mentioning.
Y'all just rubs her face. Right. Either way.
In any case, even if it is an undead created by my power, it is still an undead. It is its own creature. Even a mindless zombie just does what I tell it to do, which makes me a strategist in those situations. I am not handling it with my own power. I'm handling it with the power of a corpse that can pile on top of the god of bards and distract her just long enough for me to grab something.
And that's how you defeated my mother?
No, I defeated your mother while Maxwell handled most of her army and I handled her. And
so you beat her alone?
No, I had Maxwell with me. I had undead that I could throw at her. So on and so forth. You gotta remember, Necromancer, I'm never truly ever alone. One trip through a graveyard and I can mass an entire army. Though my personal favorite thing to do is to knock the G off of it and turn it into a graveyard.
Boots.
Patterson is the next DJ of the graveyard.
Adel just seems even more frustrated by this flippant attitude. Fine. So what are you going to do now?
What do you mean?
What are you going to do?
I'm going to travel through here for a while.
Alright then.
He should do whatever he damn well pleases.
Why do you ask?
I don't know.
Then don't lie to me. You never ask questions without having some sort of motive behind you.
That is not true. I ask questions a lot.
Yes, but every time you ask a question, you have motive. You're looking for information. You want to know what someone is doing so that you can plan around it, etc., etc., etc. I know your type. So, why are you asking what I'm going to be doing?
Again, I don't know. It's not like I could plan around you. I've learned from Tauntaun that planning around people of your disposition is a useless endeavor.
Yes, but asking people of my disposition for favors might do you some good.
A favor?
Yeah, that is what I said.
I don't know. I don't know why I could ask of you.
You could ask me to travel with you, to keep an eye on you, to go and talk to Amy by myself.
I don't want you angering her any more than she is already. You do not have a calming disposition.
I can make you calm. It's magical, but...
That... If you plan on using a spell to keep her calm, I would recommend you not do that. And definitely do not do that on me.
I hadn't intended on doing it on you.
Good. Well, I don't want you angering my mother unless she does something worse.
What's worse than trying to enslave an entire continent?
Use them to fuel for something.
Yeah, she's going to use them to fuel the enslavement of this entire world.
Yes. I'd rather she not be motivated by anger. I cannot predict her when she's angry.
You keep using that word.
What
Keep
word?
saying predict. That is your problem. You're constantly trying to know what someone's next move is. You can't do that.
And what's the alternative? Living in the moment?
Yes, going with the flow. You can have the best guess as to what someone's going to do, but you can't ever truly know what they're going to do. For example, did you know that I was going to push your little boy toy out of the room whenever I came to talk to you?
No, but I figured you would not let him join in the conversation.
If you
Hence
had
why you
asked, I
said
would have.
private.
But the thing is that people are inherently chaotic. You can't ever truly know what someone's going to do. If you know them well enough, you have the best guess as to what they're going to do, but you can't truly predict them. And that is where a lot of your tension lies. You're trying to predict. You're trying to make sure that everything goes the way that you want it to go, and that's causing you a hell of a lot more stress than it should be. For example, he then walks you over to the window, and you see a cat. You see a cat sitting on the ground. Which direction is that cat gonna go? Left or right?
Right?
Obi will then wave his hand as a mage hand appears to the right of the cat and snaps, causing it to sprint to the left. See?
Did you just JoJo this?
Could you predict that I was going to do that?
No.
Then why try? Why cause yourself more stress trying to predict everything?
Because, Obitus, I'm not like you.
I didn't say you are, and I don't want you to be like me. I'm a horrible person. I would much rather you try to be as opposite to me as you possibly can. But you need to understand that what you're doing is toxic to you. It's poisoning you. It's making you believe that you need to be this calm demeanor in front of people that I assume you see as your friends. You are poisoning yourself by constantly believing that you can predict what people are going to do. While I'm not saying live in the moment and go with the flow at all times in every part of the aspect of your life, you need to understand that sometimes that's all you can do. Sometimes you'll be in a creek without a paddle. You just have to hope for the best. And that's okay. Go with the flow. Rather than trying to predict each and every person and making thousands of problems for with each and every new person you meet, understand that they are a person. They are unpredictable. They will do things that, quite frankly, you can't ever imagine them doing. And then, instead of trying to predict what they'll do, have contingency plans that encompass a broad spectrum. For example, I can't predict anything that Charlie's going to do, but I know I can wrangle him in by promising him a big fight with Maxwell. The ultimate thing is, you're trying too hard. If you waste all of your energy trying to perfect this, you don't have any energy for everything else in life. Because, how are you handling our talk right now?
It is
Distressing.
yes.
And you know why? Because you're worrying so much about every little thing. While I understand I'm not the best person to talk to, I know I'm frustrating, I know that I'm hard to deal with, I ultimately know all of these things. But you have to understand that once you get to know me, I'm a pretty good guy. I'll take your interests into account. I'll try to make sure that you feel better. Hell, I'll even stop being as chaotic if it's something that I think will benefit you. That's why we're having this talk. You are far too young to be trying to act this adult.
No one's ever said that to me before.
How old are you? Like 150? Give or take?
186.
Oh, so in human years you would be 18?
I think you're underselling it a little, but
Look, you can live to be about 750 years old. Dividing that by 100 would be the average human lifespan. Voila, you would be an 18-year-old in human years. You're still considered a child, even amongst elves. And you're trying so hard to be as mature of an adult as you can be. Which, while endearing, is not healthy for you.
well, I had to be.
Yeah, you had to be. But you don't have to be now. You can let loose a little. You're around people that you care about. People that you see as friends. You don't have to be an adult here. You don't have to be an adult with me. You can be as childish as you want to, so long as you don't try to threaten me or try to hurt me. because of this, even now, you're stressing. I don't even know what all's been said to you by your mother. I don't know what's going on. But if you want my help, all you have to do is ask.
I would like your help.
Cool. Was that so hard?
No?
He then steps forward and places a hand on your head and ruffles your hair and goes, then stop being so stubborn about it. You can ask other people for help too, you know. And not just in situations like this. Even just emotional help. Someone's shoulder to cry on. You can ask somebody. Okay.
Right. Yes.
He then ruffles your hair a bit more and goes, now, is there anything else you want to talk about?
Nothing comes to mind, no.
Are you sure?
Well, actually, there was one thing.
And that would be?
I have a missing sister.
Okay.
I don't know why, but I can't remember anything about her.
At this, he seems a little perplexed and goes, okay.
All
Anything?
I know is that she's somewhere in Crest Hall because I found this, and she'll show him the ring.
He will look down at the ring, and immediately his head tilts back, and he shakes his head and goes, I haven't felt that in a while.
What?
So, there was this guy who I messed with quite a lot and really made upset because I would never forget him, and I know it pissed him off. That was the same feeling I got looking at this ring.
Oh no, it's him.
Yeah, she has somewhat of a similar ability. It took a lot just for me to remember she existed, and I can't even remember her name. All I know is that she went off somewhere to stop someone. Father or dad, I think she said.
Her dad?
Yes.
Oh no.
So, what you're telling me is your sister, who seems to have the ability to make people forget about her, went to go stop her dad,
Yes.
who had the ability to make people forget about him.
Maybe? I don't know anything about her or my father.
Okay. One thing at a time. Nilo.
What can of worms have you just opened?
Nilo is going to have a shit fit when I tell him this. And as he says this, you can see a devious smile on his face.
Oh no.
Nilo somewhere shudders in dread.
Is there a problem?
Oh, no. Hold the ring, hold your hand out.
She'll do so.
And now roll a con save.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Con save the episode. Let's go.
21.
21.
Suck my
And-
dick.
Obi will begin muttering immediately, and you can feel magic swirling in his hands as he clasps his hand over yours, and immediately you are having a flashback, and suddenly her name comes back to you. Her name is Pan, and when you were very young, you used to call her Pan Pan.
Aw.
So,
That's
You
adorable.
now remember your sister's name. And she said she had to go stop her father, Orion.
And besides Obi, the only other person that remembers him is Nilo.
Sometimes.
And then there's
Nilo did often forget about Orion, but Ovi always made
True,
me
but
say
the last time I got the nat 20, so
And this, just as quick as the flashback came, it disappears.
Pan?
Huh?
That was her name.
Pan?
And her father's
her
name.
mother must have really hated her.
Well, that's why I called her. Her name's just Pan.
Aw, you gave your sister a nickname. That's cute.
It must have been a long time ago if I was calling her that. But she was going to stop her father, who was called Orion?
And Ovi's just smiling and goes, I need to find him to give him shit. Also
Who's
need to figure
Orion?
out- Orion, do you know what a deva is?
Somewhat.
So, devas were precursors to gods, essentially. Orion is a deva.
So my sister's father was a precursor to a god?
Yeah, now I have to figure out who her mother was.
Imatrosa.
No. Definitely not.
What do you mean?
So, Orion, based off of what he's told me, which he's a very friendly guy when he's not trying to kill you. Anyway, not important. But he's only been married to 2 people, and that's Valentine.
What?
Hold on, one thing at a time. Valentine, and now some human woman that's name escapes me right now. But those are the only 2 people he's been married to. It's also the only 2 people he's had children with.
But Valentine's my sister. My sister was married to my sister's... That feels strange. Wait, then that means she's not my sister at all. She's
Your niece?
my
Technically?
my niece?
I get the feeling.
hear that her mother's not really mother. Possibly grandmother.
So then Pan was my niece?
It,
So, I have to do a little recon on that front to figure out what sort of shenanery is going on. Unless you want to talk to your mom about it.
I think I will when I next see her. If she remembers Pan, of course.
Do you not have a means to get into contact with her?
I do.
Oh. Do you want to do it now?
Would that be a good idea?
Obi just shrugs to this and goes, you probably know her better than I do.
That is anything a good idea.
I guess I'll speak with her now.
With me here, or he says, pointing to the door.
Yeah, I'll speak with her by myself.
Okay. He says before walking out.
Yeah, I'll swallow nervously. Think about putting on her store face again. But we'll decide against it this time. I will contact her mom.
It takes a minute or two, and she goes, I'm surprised you have decided to contact me.
Yes, I guess I am too.
Has something occurred? Do you have an
Yes.
answer do you have an answer for me?
Yes, I've spoken with Jubilee and we've agreed to meet with you.
Wonderful.
So where will we be meeting?
Right now, we do not have any sort of fortifications, so we simply had to make do with a small area within the wilds. We're actually remarkably close to that city you're in.
Haven?
Yes, I believe that is what it's called.
And you're where?
Oh shit, it's on the wrong layer.
Oh.
There we go.
Uh-oh.
Huh.
Stop!
Stop what?
Hammer time.
Roll 20's fucking up.
The orange X?
Alright.
Yeah, the orange X.
Ding ding.
Hockey
Ding,
sticks.
Alright. I guess I will see you there then.
Of course. And I wait for you with bated breath.
I do have a question for you though, Mother.
And that would be...
Do you remember Pan?
There's a long silence. And she goes, I do.
She went missing a long time ago, didn't she?
Yes, I presumed her to be dead.
Um,
She went to a different country. Never came back.
Yes. She went looking for her father. Orion?
Is that right?
Yes. Do you know anything about Orion?
Not as much as I probably should. I very vaguely remember your sister Valentine talking about him.
Yes. I hear they got married.
And you can, as you say this, you can almost hear the anger briefly in Hemostros's voice and goes, yes, without my permission.
So, I have a question for you, Mother.
And that would be,
Are you Pan's biological mother?
oh no, you see, your sister decided to get herself sealed away. Over in Aria, she was trying to fight two fronts of a war at the same time, and ended up being sealed away. I took her in and adopted her. I treated her as if she was one of my own, though.
Mother,
Yes,
are you my biological mother?
I am.
And then who's my father?
Your father is unimportant.
It's very important to me, Mother.
It has never been important to you. Why is it so suddenly now?
Because my sister went missing for a long time because of her father. And it never really occurred to me the importance of fathers. I always thought of Alton of something close to a father, despite his personality. But I would like to know, who is my real father?
Your father abandoned us. He is unimportant.
Then I'd like to find him.
I am afraid I will not share that information with you.
Why not?
I do not wish you to know someone like him.
I see. Well, when do you expect us to meet you, Jubilee and I?
As quickly as you are able.
Very well then.
So, do let me know when that will be.
I will.
Good. And I do hope you understand that your father is not of importance.
I understand the what is and is not important, Mother. Yes.
Roll deception.
Oh boy.
This is gonna get weird.
Oh boy.
Very good, Adelsade. I shall see you soon.
Of course. Oh, then cut the call. Sigh heavily and head outside.
Hubert will look at you and ask, "Are you okay?"
Not entirely.
He blinks, as
Did he?
this is the first time that you've ever actually said that, just blatantly.
Did he do something to you? Points to Obidus.
You did.
Obi just looks at you, Jubilee, and just gives you the fuck motion.
He did. But it was nothing bad.
Jubilee takes out Mace and then immediately puts away. Oh, sorry. Had to be sure.
Jubilee, as soon as you take the mace out, you're suddenly hanging upside down by your ankles with Obi just giving you a very bored look.
I'm glad my skirt's not in my face right now.
Yeah, you're welcome. He says, as he's the reason it's not.
Sorry, I jumped the gun a bit.
Yeah, you did. He says and puts you down.
It's fine. I want to do something incredibly reckless.
That would be...
I want to fight my mother.
Hubert blinks to this.
Jubilee takes out Mace again. Okay, who are you and what have you done with Adel's Day?
If my meeting with Supreme proved anything, that people are not always willing to have conversations until they are dealt with physically and emotionally beforehand. And I can't predict, Mother. I shouldn't try to. I can't play this political game to save the people of Crestfall. The only thing I can think to do is to beat her up and then tell her to stop. And I know exactly where she's going to be. And she looks at Jubilee. So I want to beat the crap out of my mother. Tell her to stop being such a tyrannical bitch and to leave you and these people alone.
Jubilee just mouth agape, stunned. Looks to Hubert.
Hubert just calmly watching on.
How? No. You don't get to be calm about this.
Why not?
This is a heck of a breakthrough.
Yes, I'm aware. However, it is my job to do whatever she deems best. So I will follow her. Despite how reckless.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm following what she's telling me.
Very well.
And Obi will step forward and poke your temple idol, Sardate, and go, but don't rush into it. You are smarter than me.
I have a couple of ideas.
Good. So if you rush into it, unlike me, if you die, you don't come back.
Usually.
Not what I mean.
It's what you said, however.
You know, your name, he says, ruffling your hair.
Please stop that. And she tries to smoothen it down.
I will not. Your head shall be
Why do
ruffled
you-
with a million ruffles by me.
Why do you keep doing that to her?
Ruffling her hair?
Yeah.
Do you want
Have horns that get in the way?
Do you want some? He says, stepping over and begins ruffling yours.
I think I'm a little too... Okay. I thought I was too old for this. I guess not.
You're not.
No one is.
Jubilee's human equivalent age is 22, so...
Isn't
Oh.
she 22?
Tieflings age at the same age as humans, so yes.
I know, I just said it stupidly.
Meanwhile, Obi looks at everyone here. You are all children to me. You shall all get the hair ruffles when I deem it necessary.
Well, all Jube's getting our hair ruffled, Adel's going to go back down, but we'll ask Hubert to get Tauntaun.
Tauntaun, you hear the door open. Hubert walks in. You need to get up.
Doing something.
You are just sitting there.
Look, the whole meditation thing is not really something I usually do.
It would help if you weren't trying to distract yourself.
What do I distract myself?
As you ask this, you notice that in one hand you are fidgeting with a book, and in the other hand you are fidgeting with your drug pouch.
Son of a bitch.
In any case, it is time to get up. And then he promptly leaves.
Hubert, help, he's still fidgeting with my hair.
You can walk away from him at any time.
Don't know
Tauntaun is
if I
going to
can.
awaken them all.
It actually feels nice.
Tauntaun has been surrounded.
It was only an ass slap to wake y'all up.
Move your character, Tauntaun.
They just hook the others onto him.
Nah, I'm just waiting for him to go, because they'll follow his lead. But they are
Very bad to misfits.
But they are going to a table because that's easier for me to deal with.
Well, it won't stand there with her messy hair. She'll try her best to fix it and look at everyone. Gloomhollow, I'm going to have to apologize, but I have a selfish request to make.
A request is not selfish.
Well, before we go and meet this potentially divine being, I want to go and confront my mother.
Well, if you deem your request selfish, mine was also selfish.
But are you okay with us dealing with her first?
Will it eventually become a conflict?
If we leave her be, it most likely will become a conflict.
And so we are attempting to nip that in the bud then?
Yes.
I see. As long as I remain alive long enough to meet my deity or whatever figure was trying to contact me, then I suppose it shall be alright. Just don't take too long. And LV will just sort of, the barest hint of a smirk.
Well, and she'll look to everyone. You heard me correctly. I think it would be the best move to confront my mother, Imatrosa, while we know where she is.
Going directly for the Serpent's Head, as it were, Miss Adelsarde. A very bold decision. That's Scalodius.
Yes. I do not think she would listen to me without a direct confrontation. However, we cannot do this alone. We're going to need help. And she looks to George. I'll need to ask for Azazel's help again. And she looks to Ophi. Wait, Ophi isn't here. Oh, he is. Probably speak with Zardak again. And then she'll look to alternate Tauntaun. And speak with your friends, too.
Huh?
Where are your friends?
I don't know.
Can you contact them?
Maybe, he says, and begins rummaging through his bag.
Why do I have to talk to my father again?
What?
Because I think we're going to need Zardak's and Charlie's, who, while he's distracted, direct help with this.
With what?
Dealing with an empress that's planning on taking over this continent.
I see. She's gonna pull out the stone phone.
And she'll look to George. Yes. I don't know if I mentioned it before, but my mother is a conquering empress and who has now set her sights here.
Pretty sure I learned that from your whoever the other girl was that was here.
Yes. I know where she is, and I'd like your mother and the general's direct help against her.
You do realize how bad that'll look if it doesn't go all right.
I understand that it is a lot to ask for, especially after dealing with Supreme.
Yeah, it is, and it puts us into direct conflict and war against the Drow Empire.
I will owe them one.
That I don't think that's gonna cut it.
My lady,
Yes?
there's a kingdom of Drow in this world, is there not?
Well, true, but they have no reason to listen to me.
Incorrect, as you yourself have stated that Malton had led forces against them already, which means they have already been in direct conflict with the people of our homeland.
You're right.
Would it not be easier to try and convince them to wage war?
I'll just need to get there. And if I remember correctly, they're right next to Zardak's kingdom, so...
Incorrect.
Oh? Where are they at?
Let's see. The Templars are there.
Yeah, isn't Zardak's country...
That way. Way over that way.
Oh,
All the
I
way
thought
to
there was
the
one
east.
here.
Zardak is allegedly in control of that one as well.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
It's not. That's
Wait.
not Zardak's kingdom.
I thought this was, and this was just an offshoot. Was it the other way around the whole time?
Zardak's kingdom is over here. Because this spot is where Grudge's lab is, and it's within Zardak's territory.
And he just controls this area?
Allegedly.
I guess... Well, El will look to
And
the...
And those are the Templars.
Alright. El will look to the map, and then Shut again. Alright. We'll ask the Templars for help. Probably would be best to do that instead of asking Zardak and Azazel again.
What?
What?
What did you say?
Instead of asking Azazel, we'll ask the Drow.
Okay.
George, you know that the Drow are a kingdom of Templars that everyone more fine-tunes them and says they are more like a cult than they are anything else.
That is kind of concerning.
And, ironically, they are a cult that worship a deity called the Lady of Flame.
Huh.
And given the fact that Adel is a drow and shoots fire, you're finding this rather ironic.
George is gonna kind of like chuckle to herself a little bit.
Fire elf.
That could actually work out a lot better than you think.
Let's hope so.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that they're more like a cult, worship Lady of the Flame, and do all that shit with fire. Could maybe shift it towards there, but I'll probably still at least let Azazel know. Do you know where they're at least at?
Very well.
Your mother, at least?
Yeah. She'll point out on the map to George where Hema is going to be.
That is extremely close.
Very.
Okay. Make a mental note of where it's at, and then I'm gonna talk to Azazel then. If you want to come with, you can, but...
Yes. I think I'll go with. It is partially my responsibility.
Alright. I'm gonna start just heading towards the door.
So what's everyone else doing while this is going on?
Are we taking off immediately, or are we not taking off immediately? I'm not entirely...
Adel and George are going to talk to Azazel.
Okay.
Departure time
Adel
has
just
not
gets...
yet been set.
Okay. Elvie is actually going to briefly return to her room. And is going to attempt to try and contact the voice again.
Okay. Roll
possible.
religion.
Religion. Un momento, señor. Jim. That's a crappy one.
You try, but the only thing you get out of it is a repeat of the voice going, "Find me."
Damn it. Male or female voice?
You can't really tell.
Okay.
The number you have dialed is not available.
Elvie will return to her original location. And Thorgrim and is just going to continue drinking with Thorgrim and just sort of have conversation.
Okay. As you're drinking Thorgrim, you lift one of the shot glasses up, and you see a very tiny goose swimming in your shot glass.
I'm gonna blink. Look again. It's still there.
Yeah, it is still there. In fact, it dunks its beak into the into the drink, and you can see that it is actively drinking some of your drink.
I get out of that. I'm gonna try and pry it out of the glass.
Roll sleight of hand,
Fuck.
since it is A, a small goose, and B, a small shot glass.
Yeah, I know, but like, beer, whiskey, no. Get out of there.
Ogren will give you a strange look and go, "What are you doing?
Something is drinking my whiskey.
Are you drunk?"
No, I'm. Come back here, you little bastard.
No, and that's the problem.
You do.
I wish I was.
You do, in fact, grab the tiny goose, but no sooner do you pick it up, does it just immediately disappear.
Do you see? Ah, damn it.
Back into the drink.
Unknown.
I'm gonna look, check to see if it jumped back in the drink or not.
It did not jump back in the drink.
Okay, good.
You do feel something going up your forearm, though. It is under your sleeve.
Motherfucker! I'm gonna very calmly put it down, put the glass down, stand up, and just say, "Excuse me a second." And then just start rambling, just like going, get out of it! Get out!
Ogren will watch you for a while, look down at his drink, and then look to Beastie and go, "Is it that strong?"
Beastie will shrug. Tiny chicken.
Okay, he says, just assuming Beastie is also drunk at this point.
She hasn't had anything to drink. Drunk by osmosis.
He just assumes you're drunk.
VC sees the goose at its full power. Fight me, chicken.
The chicken, no, the goose, it's in my sleeve.
Uh-huh.
Take off clothes.
No, not in the middle of the...
Strip.
Shut up! Still climbing around in there?
Yeah.
God fucking damn it. Pilgrim's gonna like try and just like put his arms down and try and ignore it. But it's like a really, really bad itch. I'm trying to ignore, and he's like twitching.
Eventually, you stop feeling it.
Whew! Thank God. Finally gone.
Beastie will point to Thorgrim's beard.
Yeah, no, not, you're not fooling me this time. Not my beard. Wait, did the DM actually honk, or was that somebody else, just a joke?
Who knows?
I'm checking the beard.
Okay. As you reach for the beard, when your fingers get close to it, you feel something peck at your fingers.
Ow! Ow! You get out of my beard! I'm gonna give you to the count of 5, and then I'm gonna
Roll a wisdom save.
Just
Go
imagine
shave your
it.
beard.
Just be thankful it's the single player one. God help you if it was the multiplayer gooses.
Yeah, I know, right?
Nah, just I'm gonna give you to the count of 5 to get out of my beard. Reaches forward, just
Shit.
Okay.
Which was
So, Thorgrim, as you begin counting, you get to 4, and suddenly you don't remember what number comes after 4.
4.
I can only count up
4.
I can
But
only
you
count
do
up
know it was a very important number.
4.
2,
He's just repeating the word 4. 4. 4. Damn it, what comes after? Fuck. Ah, just gooses.
I think you've had enough to drink, bud.
I think I have, yeah. Sorry, but nice talk though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go lay down. Yeah, and he walks away, And as he's walking away, he's like picking at his beard.
Flogren will then lean over to look at Ophi and goes, "This is why you don't do drugs."
I don't do drugs!
I'm not into drugs.
Good.
In Falgren's beard.
What the fuck?
Turns out it was the multiplayer one after all.
Ignoring that.
Beastie is just thinking for a while and then nods. Feathered beard.
Alright. So that was LV and Thorgrim. What's everyone else doing?
I'm thinking Tauntaun is probably gonna pull Scalodius off to the side.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Hey, priest man, I'm gonna need you for a second, somewhere away from the others.
I'm hoping you don't intend to try to.
No, I'm not here to seduce you.
Can I be?
Maybe later.
Hooray!
Yay!
Well, his size, I feel like I'm gonna regret this, but sure.
Cool.
Lead the way.
Right. So you're good at the religion stuff, yeah?
I am a practitioner, yes.
How often can you get in contact with the thing that you worship? Not really
Mixed results.
Mixed results.
Lord Draco.
Okay.
I believe your group has encountered him before. Something about grabbing one of your party members by the throat.
Kind of Godzilla shaped.
What?
Don't worry about it.
So, what do you need me for?
Yeah, so I'm gonna need to have some help doing the whole religion-y thingy.
My child, one does not simply just do the religion thingy, as you say.
Yeah, I know. See, I'm trying to get in contact with my mom, dad, my dad, mom,
My Maddie.
my brother, if you will.
Maddie was good, but Dother is a whole other thing.
I want to talk to my Maddie. Fuck you, I am your brother now.
Oh.
Basically,
Anyways,
I'm trying to get in contact with them, however, they're not really of this plane, or even the plane that I used to be on, for this one.
oh. Unfortunately, that's really out of my realm of ability, as...
I figured it'd be out of the realm of most of the people here's ability, because none of you have been cultists. Well, I mean, I guess technically you're a sort of cultist, you're just a socially acceptable cultist.
I would please ask you to rephrase that very carefully.
Look, religions and cults aren't all that different. It's just one is usually towards the
The point, sir.
Other thing. My point is, I'm trying to use your knowledge to springboard off of. Having something to start
Well.
with is easier than starting from, well, scratch.
Well, while I am a devout follower of my deity, eye contact would not work for most normal people. And even then, it's really just a guess at best. However, you would need someone with more magical aptitude than I to get a more concrete result.
I plan to talk to a lot of you for help in this regard. But you were
Unfortunately
the best
for
spot
you-
to start because you're pseudo-god? Kind of, I think. Maybe.
Let me put it to you another way, Tauntaun. I don't think you're gonna find someone in this party that can get you what you need without a specific spell. And it would be you need to find someone who is devoted to a deity and be very magic capable. Translation: Tauntaun Scalos is saying you need to find a good cleric or paladin with a commune spell. Maybe even a druid if you're lucky.
I'll go ask Hubert.
Hubert might be a good try, but I don't think you'll get many results from him. Again, our party doesn't seem to have one that meets all those standards. And you can't really partially do this, unfortunately. Well, he would also, again, have to have that certain spell in his repertoire. And I doubt he does, but
It doesn't hurt
I've
to
been
ask.
proven wrong before. And if he doesn't, I recommend you, unfortunately, would have to go to a church yourself and find a high priest. I know, unfortunately. Well, unfortunately, if you want to get the result you want, sacrifices do need to be made. And not the actual physical kind.
Well, I mean, you never know. You might like it.
Please don't sacrifice people.
Who said people? I could have done a goat. A fish. The unborn child of a werewolf.
Okay.
That's still technically a person.
Fair enough. Hey, you
And
wouldn't
Jibble-
happen to have a specific spell, would you?
Probably not.
It's called commune?
No.
Fuck. I really don't want to have to go to a church.
I might even be getting the spell name wrong, but it's along those lines.
Yeah, it's something along those lines. I know it's something like that for, direct access.
Alright.
So,
By this point,
oh no, I got it right. It is commune.
at this point, George
And it's cleric only.
and Adelsarday would have managed to get to Azazel.
Azazel?
Elvie, you're not here.
Jubilee, while we were going there, is just going to keep her eyes open to look for any spies or anything, because she's still trying to figure out how her mom got that info so quickly.
You look around and you don't see anything. Don't even have to roll. There's nothing there.
Oh, and quick correction for Scorp, it's a cleric-only thing, so you will have to find a high priest cleric. Good luck.
Cleric?
Technically, Niall could know that spell.
Phenom,
Yes?
you're here. Come.
So I was waiting for them to finish. We'll walk forward. Arms far behind her back. Hello again, Azazel.
Hello to you.
Well, I hate to come to you again, especially after you helped us so recently. But she just sighs. My mother is a danger to you and your people, and she is close.
He raises an eyebrow to this.
As you know, I am the princess to a Drow empire where I come from. That empire is large due to conquering multiple countries.
I see.
Yeah, so the enemy of ours has let my mother know of this area, and she was sent here to distract us. Unfortunately, she's being an unwitting pawn, and she plans on conquering this entire continent, your country included.
You will find that we do not fall easy.
Well, I do not doubt this is true. I'm going to try my best to make sure that doesn't come to that.
It would be very well, not very bright of her to attack us.
Either way, I'd like to limit the possible casualties as much as I can. So George and I will be dealing with her.
Very well.
I do not wish to ask for your help after you already sacrificed much to help us deal with Supreme. But if you are willing to, while it's not necessary, I will accept any help that you have to offer.
I will talk to Ramiel. She is very disappointed that she did not get to join you all on your attack.
I suppose I should also make it clear. I plan on asking the Drow Templars to help too.
I do not see as to why you felt the need to tell me this.
I thought that you and them were not on good terms.
Why, I seldom believe anybody is on good terms with that group of fanatics. But there is no ill will between us. We just simply do not agree in the ways of the other.
Very well then. Well, we will be heading to their country soon. So if you need to contact me, or just contact George.
I wish you the best of luck in your attempt trying to persuade them to your side.
Thank you.
For I highly doubt it will be that easy.
I'm expecting it to be difficult.
Hello, Sir Day.
Yes.
Do you think your mother's the type of person who would go behind the scenes in order to conquer lands?
No. Well, sort of. That was my original job. Ever since I became a diplomat, I do it, but in reverse. I go to countries, and I convince them to surrender. In that instance, they become mine, and they retain their culture and their people are safe, as opposed to the other option.
Well, I don't mean it like that. I mean, in terms of when I say going behind the scenes, I mean simply sneaking in.
Not usually. She sends in her slaves as ways to soften up the countries. It's wave after wave after wave after wave until the country has no more energy to defend itself. And then the Drow sends in their own specialized forces. It's a prolonged blitzkrieg.
Okay. Now look to Azazel. Still, I'd probably be careful, because with what we have happen with the bone collector, I'd rather not have something similar like that happen with someone slipping in and taking out generals and things like that.
I just completely blanked on what I was going to say. Yep, that sentence is gone, so we'll just pretend she said something insightful.
Okay.
It do be like that.
Repeat what you said. Maybe it'll come back to me.
Oh, I was gonna say we should be careful about people slipping into the city and trying to take people out like the Bone Collector did.
She will nod and say, "I have had patrols being done for that since then."
Okay. Well, if that's the case, I guess. Are we gonna be returning here once we go to that plane, or are we just gonna go straight to your mother after we get done with the Templars?
I suppose that will depend on how things seem after we're done with the Templars. With her being so close by, and most likely keeping an eye on me, she might send forces to your city soon.
And if she does, she will find we are not so easy to conquer.
I hope that's the case.
It is.
Good.
Because for myself, she motions to the two spirits that are floating within the room. I have a legion of people who do not grow tired, so her tactics in that regard will not work.
In which case, I have a request. As I mentioned...
She raises an eyebrow.
As I mentioned before, many of the people in the Drow's army are slaves. They do not choose to attack you or hurt your people. So, if possible, while fighting them, don't kill them.
Are their minds broken?
In most cases, yes.
Then they are likely not salvageable. But I will see what I can do.
Thank you. And she'll look to George. Anything else?
Not that I can think of, no.
Alright.
Starting towards the door.
Oh, follow.
Jubilee will then suddenly.
Oh, no, you
Oh, go ahead.
Ael will follow George, but pause and look back to Azazel. Actually, Azazel, there was one more thing.
Of course.
There it is.
Yes.
Get George internally. God damn.
She will take a deep breath, but then will bow her head. Thank you so much for everything you've done.
You are welcome.
I'm under no illusion that without your and your city's aid, we probably would not have gotten anywhere close to our goals. So I thank you, and please extend this thanks to Barbiel, Ramlethiel. Wait, no, it's Ramiel, not Ramlethiel.
Ramiel.
Yeah, I'm glad Ramlethiel.
No, Ramlethiel's something completely different.
Yeah, Ramlethiel's from Guilty Gear, ain't she?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ramiel, Barbiel, and all the Risen as well. And the third general, who we've yet to really have a conversation with.
You will likely not have a conversation with her.
That's fine. Yeah, she'll turn and head on her way.
I hate to be that person, but there is one inquiry, if you don't mind me asking.
Oh. Seems you're learning.
You could probably learn a thing or two from me too, but that's besides the point. Is there a possible way to be tracked, even with a non-detection on you? I figured someone with your stature and prowess with magical means probably would know of something.
Through divination, no. However, if there is a spy amongst your group, then they could be relaying information.
really hoping you wouldn't say that, but yeah, if non-detection, if they're getting around non-detection, that would be the only way, wouldn't it?
That's how Supreme got around it. He used drones.
Do your people have access to that?
Not that I am aware of.
Yeah. Again, I apologize for asking such a mundane question of you.
It is of no problem.
Julie will take her bow and leave with Adel Sarday.
Alright. Ayla's gonna be a little deep in thought after what she heard.
Is something on your mind?
Oh, a couple of things. One, I'm proud of you. You didn't try and stop me from giving Azazel the proper thanks.
Why would I stop you from thanking someone?
The last time I bowed my head, you gave me a lecture.
Yes, you bowed your head to someone I do not consider royalty.
Ah, I see.
This one is royalty.
Technically, no. She has on numerous occasions said that she is not. However, she is in a seat of power, which is close enough.
It's an equivalent.
Second thing, I suppose, is that if what Jubilee, or what Azazel said is true, then there is a spy among us.
Yeah.
I died. I did. That wasn't on purpose. Stop it.
What'd you say? I missed.
I saw George venting.
Those words those words are forever ruined in the English language, I swear.
Yes.
I still didn't. I still didn't catch what was said.
Among Us.
Among Us.
It's like if what
There's
Azazel
a spy
said is
among
true,
us.
then there is a spy among us.
Amogus.
Stop it!
Among Us.
Amogus.
You could also have just been making an educated guess.
Well, that's true. There is only one possibility. But I hope it's not true.
Also, I did have another thought here.
You have a what?
He's able to. I did have another thought. If some people like Tauntaun and Opie are able to look into people's minds, what makes you think he isn't just doing that to one of us in our sleep and just seeing what we're doing?
Don't they need range to do that? As in, they'd have to be close by.
I mean, true. Yeah, but there are spells that could help them be within range of us without really needing to be there.
I suppose
Like
that's
how-
a possibility too.
Yeah. Like Riki was able to astral project Mark.
Right. Well, there isn't much we can do to counter people reading our dreams. We'll let the others know this hypothesis, and they might have ideas.
Alright.
Alright. In the meantime, I should probably speak with Zardak too. Just let him know the situation. And potentially get, the... what's it called? teleportation circle sigil to the kingdom that's next to the drow.
And don't forget, you need to send a message to Tempest.
Yes. I plan on sending a message to Supreme as well.
Of course. And we don't tell anyone else in the party regarding a possible,
Spy?
imposter.
Yes.
We keep that between the four of us.
Just the four of us?
Alright. So, upon returning, Ale will look around to everyone. Alright, everyone, spoke with Azazel.
And
Ramiel may be willing to help from what she told me, but we will see. I only asked them to help if they felt that they are able to spare it.
that's great. Glad to hear it.
You don't sound pleased, Thorgrim.
I'm mildly stressed out right now. Apologies. Sorry about that.
What has
And
you stressed?
he's still scratching at his beard. I heard
Did you get into the Tauntaun Skash?
No, I heard that damn goose again.
Tiny chicken, says Beastie. Ale, meanwhile, just rubs her chin. The goose just wanted to say hello.
I took a sip out of my drink.
You didn't buy it another
He
one?
really wanted to say hello.
It was really small. I thought it would, explode if it drank too much or something.
Just buy it a small drink, then.
Fine, no. Go to the bar and buy it a very, very small drink, I guess.
I think it is a bit too late to try and be camaraderous.
You did try to kill it on a number of occasions.
And you have killed it on
I
several.
wonder if the goose would turns to Adel. I wonder if the goose could mess with your mom.
I doubt it. Well,
Not at all you
let me rephrase. The goose would, but I'm not sure if it would listen to us.
I mean, it would be
Unless-
kind of funny.
She would think for a while. I wish there was a way to...
Hacking it?
If you could call it. But it's not like the goose gave us a way to contact them. The goose kind of just shows up whenever they want. Then again, we've never
And
actually...
it likes to play pranks.
We've never actually
Gonna
tried
try
to...
and ask the goose friend to come out.
Or, what do you say?
Mr. Goose Friend? I got food.
You do not get a reply.
Boo.
Sad Opie noise.
How do we attract a reality-bending goose? Every other time it's just Thorgrim doing his own thing, and then the goose arrives to mess with him. Maybe Thorgrim has to be what I call it.
Thorgrim, you seem very calm right now. Is everything must be going really great for you?
Thorgrim, you attract goose.
Yes, I'm
Jubilee.
very fine and dandy. Everything's cool. No,
And you're not bothered at all.
I'm not bothered at all.
Hey, Otto.
Huh? Yeah.
Roll a perception check.
Oh god, the goose has a new friend.
He has a new target. I
Heck,
mean, target.
You notice that your cannon is missing.
What?
What?
It's
The
a
whole
Beatrice
thing?
cannon.
Yes.
The goose has got a gun.
The entire thing.
why does the goose have a gun?
Let's still kind of look and look over. Look around.
They're looking at each other.
Do you see the cannon over there?
Yes, and the goose is wielding it.
Wielding it?
Yes, it has it in its beak. The cannon is only tiny, so the goose can wield it.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
I'm
Oh
gonna
shit.
walk over to it.
Goose got goose. He's got a gun.
Hello.
Erk.
Trying to have my friend there.
Okay.
Can I have him back?
Roll persuasion.
Adel, now's your chance.
Bill's
God's
gonna...
worst thing.
The goose feeling that you were very persuasive in your request will slowly set it down.
Oh, thank you. And he'll pet the goose.
It seems to like the pets. It will try to nibble you though.
He'll let the goose nibble.
Oh god, the goose is making friends with the artificer. He's gonna weaponize the goose.
Huh. I wonder if... He's gonna write down something on his notes real quick.
Okay.
Then he's just gonna
Go for it, Adel.
look at the goose for a second.
He's making goose armor.
Can you try to guess what kind of sounds gooses like?
You know what, Jay? What kind of sounds do geese like?
I don't know.
Then
I think
no.
there's an obvious one that this goose might like. Yes, that.
Oh, well then if that's the case, he's going to kind of reach into his bag and then pull out like a small rock.
Okay.
He's gonna honk into it and try his best to imitate the honk and then hand it over to the goose.
Oh
And
my
after a
fucking
few
god.
seconds, the rock will honk.
The goose will take the rock, and every couple of seconds will honk with the rock.
You just
You're
doubled
making
the amount
goose
of honks.
happy.
It's like a dog. That's like the goose now is a clown horn.
And then he'll take his cannon
Or
back
the
in his
harmonica.
hand.
Sorry, who? What?
Oh, he's taking his cannon back in his hand. It's like he's gonna look over to Adel. Do you guys know this goose?
We do. It's a friend of ours.
Sort of.
It can bend reality.
Yes, that too.
Oh,
It also likes to pull pranks.
It can also deafen people.
Oh, I had an
Or-
amazing trip
or
and I
Grim.
ate it.
Thorgrim, as you say that, you look at the goose and it's just looking at you with glowing red eyes.
Uh-oh.
wait, so it's like a magical goose?
We think so. I'm
I'm
not sure.
Kinda.
Oh. I wonder if...
It's just the woke
He's
eye
gonna write
glow.
he's gonna write magically on the table, "Can you understand me?"
The goose does not seem to understand you. Or at least not your writing. As it is too busy playing with the rock.
Thorgrim,
Yeah.
can you help me translate, please?
I'll walk on over. I'm gonna sit down. Do the old not druid, but also kind of druid circle. Cast speak with animals.
Okay.
I'm
Alright.
gonna listen. I'm gonna listen in.
As you're listening in, you can hear and understand what the goose and the rock are saying, and they're going tick tack, tick tack, tick tack, tick tack, tick tack, tick tack.
Eyebrow twitch.
You are off by a single letter.
Eyebrow
You were
twitch.
so close. You barely screwed up the honk.
Hank.
So, hello, Goose.
Arr.
Organ?
You're gonna have to translate the honks. Wow.
Only you can speak to Goose.
Yeah. Yes, but like
It-
I
it's
am.
still-
I am.
it-
I am
it-
playing like middleman translator.
It's still just saying tic tac. It doesn't seem to understand Adel.
It's just repeating the same thing.
Well, can you translate what I'm saying to Goose then?
Sure. She's saying hi.
The Goose will look to you, and then go, I am Goose.
It says hi back.
Hello, Goose.
Am Goose. It says, looking at you, Thorgrim.
Yes, I know you're the goose. Hi.
It will stare at you as you did not pass its entire message to her.
He says hi, am goose.
Hello, Goose. Are you doing okay?
Am Goose.
I think that means he's doing well. She'll reach over and pet the goose.
He will go out of his way to protect his rock.
He doesn't like Adel's pets compared to Otto. I'm kind of sad.
He likes your pets. He's just paranoid you're trying to take his rock.
He likes new toy.
No take rock.
Can Ophi try and pet the goose?
Sure. He also doesn't want you to take his rock either.
Ophi doesn't want the rock. He's got a rock of his own.
Organ, tell Goose that we have a prime target for him to play with.
Wait, what?
You what? Explain.
Oh, we're sending
Adel?
him at Edel's murder.
Yes, you.
Mother.
It's a. Otto just looks a bit annoyed, actually.
What?
It's a goose.
Yeah.
An immortal, very, very powerful goose.
Yeah, but it's still a goose. It's an animal. You
Hey,
can't just...
hey, I got a question for you, Adel.
Yeah?
Do you have anything that lets you see through magic?
Do you have a
I can-
divination spell of any kind?
Oh, yeah, that too.
Maybe? I could try to remember if I know one. What would you want me to do in particular with it?
Just
Looks a
attempt.
goose.
Just attempt to scry the goose or something.
Oh, I can't. I don't think I can do that. I can see if it's magical.
Trust me, it will.
It'll do something.
Hubert will just make a motion for you to attempt.
He'll
It's like, you know what? You find out.
he'll cast detect magic and then look at the goose.
That goose does not exist.
What? So it doesn't? I don't see anything when I look at it with detect magic.
Nope, it's not there.
Not even the goose itself.
Yeah. Not even now when I look at it like this.
Exactly.
It bends reality.
The
It
goose
cannot
is
be defined, seen through other senses, or other types of magical things. I don't think Patterson can see the goose.
it's a paradoxical anomaly which we have yet to find an answer for.
Well,
It's-
he's an answer for it. He is goose.
It's just a goose.
Yeah, it's just a goose. What makes you think you'd be able to send it to somebody?
It can
So-
teleport.
Otto,
Well, if it wants to.
Otto, in one honk, it managed to blind and deafen most of us.
Did you guys do anything to upset it?
Adel will look over at
That's not
Thorgrim.
normal goose behavior.
It may have triggered my anger, and I may have smashed it over the head a few times.
Despite
I tried to eat it once.
So you tried to eat it and harm it, and It
To be fair,
retaliated
it
against
stole
you.
our shit.
It did,
It-
yes.
It stole my money and clothes.
Did you get it back?
Yeah, after chasing it down and almost beating it to death.
I still believe Otto is right. The goose is just playing a game. I think,
Knew that.
Yeah,
yes, I think that by expanding things to violence, we did the goose wrong.
and we don't want it to try to hurt anyone. We just want it to play with someone else for a little bit.
Did Mr. Otto, was it?
Yeah.
You said there was no arcane essence about the fowl, did you not?
Wait, what?
Bird does not exhibit any magic, correct?
Well, I just straight up can't see it if I look at it.
Perhaps it is divine.
A divine goose.
I know it sounds silly, but
I mean, Stranger
What,
Things, so...
Loki?
If anything, the goose being divine would be a valid explanation.
I don't have any. I don't have much way to, or many ways to test such a theory, but it is a hypothesis.
The
Gillois
unfortunate
is currently just staring into the goose's soul.
thing with the goose is that I do not think that we will ever find out what it is, and we will simply have to accept that.
Have you tried seeing if it's maybe like cursing someone?
I do not accept that.
Yeah, it's impossible to check the curse thing because we can't see the magic.
Lord Draco, is that you?
Thorgrim?
What did it say?
It's just making happy noises as it seems to be liking all the attention that it's getting.
Oh, it's just happy that we're talking to it and being nice to it.
Question is, why has it come to us? Has it been playing around with anyone else? I know that it's interacted with the people at the mansion.
Goose? Question.
Yes, M Goose.
You play with other people? Or just us?
Play, yes.
You play with people not us?
Like play, yes.
Everyone?
Yes.
Apparently he likes to play with everyone he sees.
Oh, I guess the goose isn't lonely then.
Maybe he just likes attention.
Well, Goose, like Julie said, we know someone that has a lot of people willing to give you attention.
Need the playmates very badly.
The goose's tail will wiggle a bit as it waits for you to explain who.
She will point on the map. Her name is Hematrosa. She looks a bit like me, but older. And more dangerous.
The goose will then honk as Adelsarde, suddenly you are the same age as Hemastroza very briefly before it honks again and you're back to normal.
Hubert, did Adelsarte get extremely attractive, more than usual, for a moment?
She's already extremely attractive.
But mature Adel seems like could be very interesting.
She's just, like, touching herself over while looking at herself. It's like, I feel very odd. Anyway. Yes, like that.
Play?
Yes, play.
Play.
Good luck.
And all of you will watch the goose put the rock under its wing, then ruffle under its other wing, suddenly pulling out a lit torch with its eyes glowing, and it just goes, play! And all of you understand it before poof.
What the shit?
What the fuck?
Did everyone else hear that?
Yeah. He said he was
Oh, goodness gracious.
with a torch.
So, did my religion check give me any insight into the goose at all?
Definitely not divine as far as you know.
Maybe a little bit demonic.
That is not of the celestial realm, I'll say that much.
Are you sure?
I'm very sure, Miss Adelsarde.
Are you sure you're sure?
I trust the Father's word.
I don't know, you ever been to a divine realm?
No, but I've never been turned into 1,000-plus-year-old woman before, so...
This is a Fae BS right here.
Maybe the goose isn't Fae. Either
That would
way,
be.
An Archfey?
I would not be surprised.
the goose is now distracting Mother and her forces for now. So,
Cool.
let's...
I'm kind of afraid of what the... is it sad that I'm afraid for your mother now?
I'm not sure.
I mean, I don't think either side's gonna get hurt, but your mother's mental state might be interesting.
Either way, she will be distracted. And if she is wanting us, hopefully she cannot keep as close an eye on us. Either way, let's go speak with Zardak. And then, let's go speak with the Drow. Any objections?
Alright.
Wait, hold on, who are we talking to?
Zardak?
Should I call him first?
You can let him know that we're on our way.
What are we on our way to do?
Speak with him.
About
Talk.
This situation.
Her mom.
what situation?
Everyone check shit posting for Goose.
There's like 30 situations we have ongoing.
The one that we were currently talking about.
We were just talking about a goose!
Speaking of, check shit posting for the Goose reaction.
I did, it was fun.
Yeah, that's about right.
We were speaking with the goose so that they could go and distract my mother, who is an invading force.
Who is the issue we were discussing about?
Oh. Oh, who's gonna call Zardak?
Yes, I agree with Mommy. I mean, Adel.
If you ever call me that again,
I swear to God.
If I ever say that again, please just lock me in a room and throw away the key.
Opie, as you call, Zardak just goes, is it furry, slimy, or reptilian?
No, no.
So at this point, I'm always assuming you're trying to get a pet.
I would like this current animal as a pet, but that one might actually be a bit too much even for me.
You just said that you didn't have an animal in front of you.
No, you asked if it was furry, slimy, or reptilian. It was feathered. And technically it's not in front of me. It's teleported with a torch.
Don't stay
Which is
around.
part of why I'm calling you.
I don't want you to hang around Tauntaun anymore.
It has nothing to do with Tauntaun, it has everything to do with Thorgrim.
I think you're getting into
And the
his stash.
Ew, gross, no. My body is a temple only for chocolate milk and fish.
And something else if this keeps up.
Hush you.
No.
Okay.
Anyway, so we asked the goose to, distract someone for a bit. Apparently they want to enslave everyone on this continent, and then the world.
Okay, I don't care about tyrants. I care more about what your sister told me last night.
huh?
Don't worry
Oh
about it.
no.
The
You-
tyrant thing is more important right now, they are very close.
You apparently went on a date with somebody.
Oh my God.
Sister told on him.
What's their name?
Fuck. Highest player forgot.
Her name-
Did we ever find out their original name?
They did
No.
mention it. Oh wait, no, yes. They did say it because Ophi told their name and then the character did.
But I don't remember the original name.
It was Gareth.
Oh yeah, Gareth.
That was the stand-in name until we remember the real one.
Well, I guess
Well,
Gareth,
Gareth
is
is
the
a good,
real
cool name anyway.
Gareth
Cool
is
name.
a good name.
Yeah. So what's his name?
Gareth?
Okay. What's he do?
We didn't talk about that.
What is he?
I didn't ask that.
Kofi.
He's hot.
Why did you not ask questions about him?
Look, this is my first time doing this, alright? I'm not gonna sit there and interrogate the man.
How is it interrogation learning about him?
Because we were having fun on the date. I was having too much fun. Didn't think to ask him like 50 bajillion questions. He's tall, he has a strong grip, he's got pretty red eyes.
Red eyes?
Yeah, red.
So you're dating a vampire.
I don't know. Hubert has red eyes too sometimes. As does
Is he?
Edel.
Is he a vampire?
I don't think either of them are vampires. They're in the daylight too much.
They could be half vampire.
Are you two half vampire?
I am sensitive to sunlight.
No.
Tall, dark, and gloomy says no.
Uh-huh. So you're telling me you went on a date and you didn't learn anything about this guy?
I mean, he says I'll see him again.
Next time, ask him questions about his life. People like it whenever you try to get to know them.
Okay.
And you can tell he's actually trying to give you helpful advice. He's not.
Anyways, Edel Sarday says she wants to come over to our town and talk to you about the tyrant problem.
Who gives a fuck about some bitch?
It's her mother.
Okay, her mother sounds like a bitch.
Sounds like a bitch.
Sorry, what now?
Your mother sounds
I mean,
like a
she's
bitch.
not wrong. I mean, he's not. You're not wrong.
Something tells me he's just quoting what Zardak is saying.
He's not wrong, but I dislike him for saying it.
She apparently dislikes you for saying it, but she also says you're not wrong.
I'm aware I'm not wrong.
I know.
What you, what does she want to talk to me about?
I don't know. Here you go.
Hello, Zardak.
Adel.
I wanted to speak with you about getting a teleportation ring sigil to the country of yours, which is near to Haven, and I wanted to speak with Charlie.
That one doesn't have a teleportation circle.
Oh, okay.
As for Charlie, I don't know where he is.
That's
He left after you finished your fight?
Yes, he said something about wanting to find rare ingredients.
It might be a good spot to find ingredients.
I was just about to say.
He's discovering a new recipe as we
Same
speak.
brain.
How much you want to bet it involves Hydra eggs and or dragon eggs?
Probably.
Charlie would never eat a dragon egg.
Just a
Not
hybrid.
even if it's big evil dragon egg?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, glad to know that those are probably safe. Ish.
Right. Well, Zardak. Ophi seems to have caught you up on this situation.
Yeah.
But I do have a request. In case they do attack you. They are going to use slaves first before relying on drow forces. If possible, I'd like you to not kill the slaves.
We'll see.
Alright.
So if it ain't dark and has pointy ears, don't kill it?
That sounds slightly racist.
Yeah,
Yes.
a little bit.
Technically it was.
Hold your fire, this man is not black.
And on that note,
If you enjoyed the video, like, comment, and subscribe. Hope you stick around to see more of what I make. Be seeing ya.